Hey, man.
Hey, oh. I didn't realize we were starting that soon. Jesus, hold on a second.
Oh, it totally has me sideways. 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm set up in my wife's office right now instead of actually being set up. Wait, can you hear me? Is this on?
I can hear you. Yep. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Give me 1 second. Hold on a second. Here. Okay, my shit's not working properly. Not working the way I want it to. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on a second. Let's hope this works.
Green Geek, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining the stream.
Thanks for having us again, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, you can go full screen. I didn't know that. Oh my god, you can see the mess that's back here. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well,
So
I'm in my bedroom, man. Like it's all good.
this is my wife's office. So you see all the stuff back here is
Yeah.
mostly my wife's. Like even the comics in the back here, like on the bed, because this is also a guest room, so it's just like, let's turn it into an office too. But yeah, what have you been working on?
Well, the last shot that I did actually was my new profile picture. So
Nice,
that's pretty
nice.
cool.
That's good.
Um, I that figure in particular is it's a Batman be just one of those regular Batman Beyonds from McFarlane. But what ended up happening was my cat got a hold of it and he like completely destroyed it. So I was
What?
like, well, I may as well. It's gonna be just thrown out otherwise. So I actually just messed it up even more and like painted it and stuff. And yeah, he's that's what I shot. So I got these cool markers, these chrome paint markers, and they're from a brand called Fly Sea. They were like $16 on Amazon, and they're incredible. They're really really good. And so
That's
I was
16
that's what I
Canadian,
used.
right?
Yeah, that's what I used to do like the shiny parts on them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. How about you, man?
That's really cool. So I bought. Oh man, I bought a bunch of stuff recently. So where do I start? So I bought a bunch of Joes recently. You guys have already seen that. You've seen like the amount of shots that I've taken with
Yeah, man.
Outback. I recently got my hands on CoverGirl, so I got her going. Oh my god, where's this camera? Yeah, so I got her going,
That's a
and I
sweet
made.
figure.
Yeah, she's dope, dude. I have to like take the hair off because it's like a little bit higher than I want it to be. It's just like a manufacturing error. And then I made a 1 point sling for her here, so that way when she needs to switch to her sidearm, she can just drop her shoddy here. Hold on, let me see if I can get this done really quickly. You drop her shoddy and then just go right into firing her handgun like that.
Oh, that's super cool. Oh, so you did you
Yeah,
make the you you made the sling, sorry?
yeah. I made the sling.
That's really cool. What'd you make the sling out of?
So I'm probably gonna change it at some point. I used an elastic band, like a thinner one, and then I put hockey tape around it, and it was just putting a hole through the end of the stock, and then putting one of those like those like chain links that you find on keychains.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I like there's so many keychains in our household, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna pull these all apart with my pliers, and then repurpose it for links for my slings.
That's so cool, man. I gotta get on this hockey tape thing. I think there was another guy in our group that was using that too. That stuff sounds like it's a good
it's
material.
so
It's
it's
the only
great.
reason I'd be buying it.
Yeah, it's great for certain things, but then like in terms of look, in terms of feel and durability, the hockey tape isn't the greatest. So if you're like messing around with your fingers a lot, like me, this is gonna come off the elastic band no problem. So I'm thinking finding my electrical tape if I can find it, and then making a sling out of that. Just straight electrical tape, and not doing anything else. And
Nice.
like
That's a good idea too. That would probably you could get different colors, I'm sure as well if you wanted
yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah. I like
Yeah,
I
they're pretty
found my
sweet.
green one and I found my blue one, but I don't know where my black one is. So I'm just like, it's probably a better thing if I find this because if there's like exposed wires and shit, it's just not not gonna end well. But yeah, so I have that. I also got. You guys haven't seen pictures of this yet, but I also got the Snake Eyes, the new.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
the
nice.
new Timber one, the new Timber 2 pack. He's so
I
dope.
saw it. I You know what? I was gonna pick it up, and I wish I did. Hopefully, it's still there when I go back.
So my old work actually has it. They have
Oh,
like four. They have like 4 or 5 of them, man.
oh, jeez. Okay, there you go.
So I was just like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking, like, if you really, really, really want it, I got mine for $60 rather than paying like, oh, what was it? Like Toys R Us, it's like 80 or like $90. Is that how much it is at Toys R Us?
Probably. It sounds about right. I mean, it's Toys R Us we're talking about here.
Yeah. So like, I paid 60 for it, and my old work, my old boss was just like, yeah, this is like $75 or 78, something like that. And it was like, yeah, you'll get it for 60 because you still have your discount here. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that as a win and just
Yeah.
go home with it. It's like
That's
I was so
hilarious.
ready. I was so ready to pay full pop, but it was like I think it was like 66 after tax. Yeah, he's great. Um, what else did I get? You guys know that I already got the Mezco Blade. That was something that I posted up recently.
I have that
Um,
figure. He's fantastic. One of my favorite Mezcos.
so
Oh man.
cool with the posable jacket and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
My only gripe, it's like a small one, is that he had more martial arts hands rather than just having it on the one side.
Yeah, I remember his set of hands is kind of weird. Like I
Yeah.
mean, there's always I feel like enough hands with Mezco figures, but yeah, it was it would have been nice to get more.
Yeah, it was definitely not a choice. So like I got that. Okay, before I move on to talk about other figures that I got, is it weird that he has 4 pairs of sunglasses?
Okay, I thought it was weird, but then when you realize it, you can use those sunglasses on like any figure, so you end up just having a bunch of extra prop sunglasses. I mean, it works out. They're fantastic too. Like they're actually like a really nice like sculpt. They fit on a lot of different figures. I mean, honestly, man, I'm using one for. I've got the Superboy figure here, and there's those sunglasses are on them.
Oh no way! Oh,
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah. Like you can. Oh, here, sorry, I'll pull it up for the close up. Here you go. Yeah,
That's so dope, dude. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
I'm like I have them right here, so I'm gonna try them out on because I just finished the Amazon series, the Terminal List with Chris Pratt and Constance Wu and who else was it? Taylor Kitsch.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Yeah, it's like a spy thriller, like CIA, whatever bullshit thing. I finished that recently, and I was just like, "Oh, I got these dusters from my buddy. Like, I got 2 of them recently, so I might as well do something with it." And like, first thing that came to mind, I was like, "I don't really like Chris Pratt, but this would be really cool to do." So I did this to my duster.
Oh, that's super nice. Wow, look at that.
So I did
I
that.
have his head as well. I use it for like generic thugs and stuff.
It's so
It
easy,
works.
right? All the MCU heads, I'm just like, oh, I can just use them as thugs. But yeah, like, so I got, sorry, so I got the dusters, I got the blade, and then my latest pickup, actually from my buddy that I'm showcasing today, I got the Mafex Spider.
Oh man. That's definitely like I would consider that a grail figure in my collection if I got. That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, at first I was just like, oh man, do I really need this? And then I saw him posing it up and like doing cool things with it. And I was like, maybe I do need it. And then he was like, yo, I'll give it to you for this price instead. And I was like, okay, all right. So they set something up. My friend that lives in Detroit right now, but he's from here. He's just in Detroit because of work. He was just like, yeah, I'll give him my address so he can just like mail it to me, and then you just pay like whatever the price is. I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, yeah, that's what I've been working with. I've been kit bashing a lot of Joe's and a lot of Valver stuff a lot recently, as you can tell in the group chat.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah. You like your tactical and military stuff, which is it's pretty cool, man. You do really good stuff with it.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm just like the the way that I was explaining it in the group chat made it feel like I was coming off kind of condescending, but like it's just information dump for me, like, or like in general. So just like if I get on a tangent, I'll just keep going.
I mean, I've gone on tangents like that too. It's easy to come off a certain way in in a chat or in a text, right? So like I
Yeah,
think there's that, but I mean it's all passion, right? It's all
yeah,
love at the end of the day. I think we
of
all
course.
support each other,
Yeah, that's what
but
Ray was saying too. It's just like
yeah,
it's just like we're passionate about it, and the thing is that like because I've been teaching for so long, it's just kind of normal to kind of like
yeah,
describe these things and like say it in a certain way too, right? Because it's just like if I'm explaining something like okay for people that are in the chat right now, the context is that there was a gun, there was a barrel pointed in the direction of somebody's head. And I was like, you should probably change that because that's just bad in terms of tactics and stuff. And if they're supposed to be really well trained and whatnot, like it wouldn't be at head level; it would be low. And I suggested that to our friend, and it just ended up like going into this whole tangent. It's like gun tactics, clearing rooms, this and that, and just like trigger discipline and whatnot. And it like got really heated, and then he was just kind of like dismissive about it. I was like, okay, whatever. Like if you don't want to take that kind of like information and do something with it and actually improve your photography with it, then that's all you do. Like that's your choice. And also, you're a grown man, so I can't tell you what to do.
yeah, and I mean I think at the end of the day too, we're all just like trying to have fun, right? So it's like
Yeah, that too. So it's just like if you like the photo, then sure. But if you're gonna say that it's real, then it's just like,
yeah, well, yeah. So hey, I think like it's cool that we can all like get together and like share knowledge and stuff and just like make each other better photographers.
yeah,
Like I
this really
mean,
is.
with that one
Sorry,
like
go.
Spider-Man shot that I posted recently where they're like jumping off the building and fighting Mr. Negative.
Yeah,
Like it was really cool that you guys were able to like help me pick like one of the you actually helped me pick like a way better shot out of the ones I was trying to select from. And that was
oh,
because you were
nice.
able to provide that feedback. I just like I think that's it's good that we can do that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I mean, that's the thing too is that like if you're also posting something into your group chat and you're just like, hey guys, what do you think? And we tell you and like we criticize it accordingly and like and pretty fairly, then like you'll still take that information and do something with it and actually like improve what you wanted to do with that picture. So it's just like okay, well they gave me this advice, I'll try it this way. And then when you go and look at it, you're like, oh wow, it does look better.
yeah, yeah. We've got some activity in the chat here. How's it going,
Oh
everybody?
yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
joining. Look at that.
Where is the chat? Oh, the comments. There you go. Of course, I didn't know the comments. What's up, everybody? Torontoians. Yep. Um, that was like so hard for me to say. You
I
did.
tried to say it a couple of times before we started the stream, and it struggled a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So
That is the first time I've said it live
bit of
ever.
a
I've
tongue
never
twister.
said it out loud before. It still sounds weird, but also at the same time, it works.
Yeah, oh, it totally works. Absolutely.
Brandon says, "You damn right. You need a Mafex Spidey."
I
Adam, you
agree,
gotta get
man.
it, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, I want one. It was I honestly like when the I think that's what are you on? Is that like the third repaint that you got, or is that like the second? I don't know. I'm like lost because they
I think
repainted
it's
it
the
so many
second
times.
one. I know they're doing a third one coming up. I don't know when that's coming out. Let me just double check that, and then also at the same time send you a link
So,
for.
yeah. One
uh,
thing I want to talk about while we're all here too. I only have one, so I have one Mafex figure. I just have the Dark Knight Returns Batman, the blue one with
I'm
like the battle
jealous.
damage. It's the only Mafex figure I own, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's my first like import figure, and I have to say I felt pretty stressed out posing it around and stuff like that. Like I know like you can get like things like shock oil and stuff like that to like kind of free up the joints. But like, are they like I know you have a few. Like, are they like just breakable? Like, is it like one of those things where you just have to be super careful all the time?
It depends. Most of the stuff, like in the last few years, like since I'd say 2019 forward, their QC issues have definitely gone down in
It's
terms of
it's
all the
good that they've
joints.
gone down, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're getting older Mafex figures, you might want to be a lot more careful with that because I know what was it? I'm looking into getting it. It's the Batman versus Superman Batman figure that I want to get. Not the armored one, just the regular suit. I want
Oh,
to
like
get it,
this? You want to like the Superman or sorry, Batman?
the Batman. So Batfleck.
Oh yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
get it. It
That
looks
looks like
so nice, dude.
it does look really nice, man.
The detailing is fantastic. But I hear terrible, terrible things about the joints and the hips. And that like it breaks really easily, it's very fragile. So like if you're doing like a lot of martial arts posing, like how I do, it might break really
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah,
easily. Yeah.
that's rough. That's a lot of
And
money to
that's like
pay for something that could break
yeah, it's
in
like a
seconds. Yeah.
$130 figure here in Canada. If you're like in the States, it's like, oh, you might be able to get it for like $60. And it's like no problem.
The prices,
Here
I mean, here comparatively to the U.S. are astronomical. I mean,
it is
let's
insane.
let's talk about that McFarlane Batmobile for a second here. I mean, the price looks a lot more appealing in the U.S. than it does here.
I paid $115 for that, man.
Oh, me too. It's coming. Well, I think May 31st we're getting them.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely are. You, the moment you posted that in the chat, I, I copied the link. I sent it to my wife. She opened it in Amazon.ca, like on the Amazon app, and she's like, "Okay,
Oh
go ahead
yeah,
and order it."
I was checking for days, man. Like at least 2 weeks. Like from when it got announced and sold out after an hour to like to when I ordered it. Like when I sent it to you guys, I literally ordered it like 5 minutes before I sent it to you.
Oh
And
my
yeah,
god,
like I'm just
it
glad we
was
were able to get it because I think it's gonna be a pretty awesome piece. It looks pretty nice,
yeah.
even for $100. I'm happy.
It's also going to be really hard for us to get it once it's actually released here.
Yeah, man. It that like the the animated series one, that Batmobile is like stupid expensive now. It's like $400 aftermarket, like, and it's like it just has lights, man. Like it's cool. I know it's the animated series, it's so cool, but like I don't know. I could never pay $400 for something like that.
So I
Feel like I
remember
won.
when, yeah, it's like I remember when that came out because I was still working at Cyber City at that point. And I remember I was just like, maybe I will get it. And I was doing orders for it, and I was like, for that price, no, thank you. I'm not buying it. Whatever. So it was like 270, I think, or
Oh
260.
yeah, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, after like our profit margins and everything, like in store, like how we were selling it was like 250. But then like if I were to pay for it, I think it would have been like closer to like 180 or 190, something like that, with my discount. And I was like, that's still a lot for a Batmobile. That's still a lot for a car that can only fit a specific like height.
Yeah, yeah, there's definitely certain figures that wouldn't fit in them. I was just seeing in the chat there, yeah, I've seen the Batwing like in person like twice. $550 is outrageous though. Like you
It
can't
is.
even, I mean, from a perspective of like trying to take a picture of that, it would be a challenge. Like to actually get that to look really good. It would not be unless it's parked, like it would be so difficult to photograph that.
Imagine
Can't
trying
even
to do that
imagine.
like it flying,
Oh yeah.
like it on a stand or like hanging somewhere. Like how would you take a picture of that
It would be so challenging. Yeah, you'd need a few people probably, and like lighting that too would be a nightmare. Oh man.
thing? You have to have like a whole like production team in order to like actually do it.
I was looking at the McFarlane Batwing and like I was telling my fiance about it, and she was like, "There's
Yeah.
absolutely no way." It's like imagine just how big that would be. Like, oh God.
The thing is that like you have to justify price point over how much space it's gonna take, right? Because like at the end of the day, like it might be a cheap vehicle, but the issue here is that like if you live in an apartment, which is most likely the case here in Toronto, because there's no fucking way that you're gonna own a household at like our age group.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Like Jeff is really lucky that he has a house.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and like a cool area too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a great area, but like us, we're never getting that. No, there's no
Uh,
way. So like we
yeah.
have to
Pretty unlikely.
prioritize. It's tough, man. I want to buy everything, but also at the same time we
Oh
can't.
yeah, there's definitely. I mean, we've got a budget. It's important to stick to it too. You don't want to go into debt over action figures, right?
I mean, like I'm pretty sure all of us are in debt because of action figures. We just ordered Batmobiles, man. I have
You
like
know,
7 pre-orders for imports coming in.
you know what I mean. Like, like severe debt. I guess is the
Oh,
word
like
I'm
yeah,
looking
like severe financial debt, like crippling debt. Yeah.
bankruptcy. Yeah, that'd be
Oh
bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
that would be
that'd be
bad. What's cracking, brothers? Trust those BVS Mafex figs look great. Oh yeah, they look fantastic. They're so accurate, but they break so easily. I will pay $60 for them. I will not pay $125 for these things. The Batwing is like five. You paid $550 for that?
Start an OnlyFans.
Yes, you might as well. Here are my toes. There you go.
I mean, if the prices keep going up, like, what are we gonna do here? What is it for a Marvel Legends figure? It's like
It's like
$42 now or
$40
something.
now.
Oh my
Yeah, it's something like
goodness.
ridiculous. Like
I
that.
can
I
I
got the
can
old.
go to the grocery store for $42
No, you can't.
for 2 3 nights. Yeah, I can, but yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, like just surviving off of $40 for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
ooh, the Batmobile, the animated series Batmobile fits Mafex Batman.
Oh jeez.
So, Adam, if you're looking to get a Batmobile that's within your $1,000 wheelhouse aftermarket,
I'm good. I mean, I think this Toddmobile is going to be the. I think it's going to be the one that I use. Like, I honestly don't think. I mean, unless he makes more and there's like way cooler ones, but I feel like it looks pretty good, and I think my hopes are high for it.
you know what I'm surprised about is that he didn't bother making a Batmobile for the Batman movie.
Yeah, I was a little bummed out. I mean, I heard there was a Spin Master one that you can pretty much make work, but yeah, I was bummed out that he didn't make one because that is
Yeah,
a really nice car. I'd be
it
curious to
is
see what
so
people in the
bad.
chat think about it because that's honestly like I think that's my favorite live action Batmobile. I mean, I think it looks
Yes,
fantastic.
that has to be my favorite. Like, cause I was watching the special features and stuff about the making of the Batmobile, and they were saying that like they wanted to go with something that looked like he just made it himself. Like he's not relying on Wayne Enterprises to fund the Batman yet, but he's made a connection with the Batmobile, and like he's made it this monstrosity that drives around Gotham City. I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. It's like it's this brute force because he's a brute force. Like, oh, okay, I see the relationship there. That makes a lot more sense. So like, and the car that they use too is just like it's a monster. Like that, it was like a 72 Plymouth, I think. I think that's what they used. And that's like it's a fantastic car, but they said that they actually made that engine that you see light up, like with the exhaust and everything. That's real. That's something
That's
that
really
like
cool. It's cool to hear
that
that's all
yeah,
practical. That's awesome.
right. But they made 4 Batmobiles, so one of them was electric, and all the other ones like are at like that engine works.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's really impressive.
yeah.
They
So
that it's a. I thought that was a pretty awesome movie overall, man. I
yeah,
definitely liked it.
phenomenal. Like one of the best Batman movies ever. Yeah, like if they made that in an instant, I would buy it. Snap my finger. That's it. Okay, just take my card. Anything the Batman, just yeah, go ahead. Oh,
Yeah, I still think The Dark Knight is like a better Batman movie overall. It's kind of hard to compare them though, because I think there's going to be a sequel and it's going to be, you know,
yeah. The other thing too is that with the Dark Knight, it's if it's a specific genre for Batman, because like I think like Batman's multifaceted, right? So it's kind of hard to be like, this is the epitome of Batman. This is your be all end all of Batman is Christian Bale. Whereas it's just like, okay, but he also doesn't do a lot of detective work. Whereas in the Batman, we see a lot of that. He's very intelligent. He's very scientific. But he's also very brutal. Whereas we don't see a lot of that in Christian Bale's Batman. So we see a lot of like James Bond esque stuff from
yeah,
Batman
yeah,
in that. So it's like all the cool gadgets, all the cool technology, all that stuff. Wayne Enterprises being a huge part of of Batman, and being funded, and like obviously like all the other campy stuff like the Schumacher stuff, and then the Burton stuff is just like it's very different. It's like gothic. But like I think they all represent Batman in a different light.
yeah. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, they're all unique and they're all fun to rewatch. I mean, I don't know. Like I still like going and watching Batman Forever and especially like
Yes.
all the Keaton ones. Like yeah, they're all great movies. I
Yeah, Batman
I
Forever is actually really
I
good.
liked that movie when I was a little kid. That was definitely my favorite one because it had
Yeah.
Robin in it. So
Oh, here's the thing too. Like it out of between that and Batman and Robin, I think it holds up the best because if you think of it like Grant Morrison wrote that, you'd be like, wow, this is fantastic.
yeah, it's true. It's so true. Oh man. I gotta say, Grant Morrison wrote some pretty awesome books, and then there's definitely some that I did not enjoy. So it's definitely hit or
yeah,
miss for me.
it's a hit or miss, really. Like I don't like his Superman, but I like his Batman.
Yeah, yeah. I read Batman Incorporated. I enjoyed parts of it for sure. There was a lot of parts I didn't enjoy. So, there was a couple of
Part
issues. I remember being pretty disappointed when I picked up, but no, it was a overall. I remember like that era really well. Like I used to read a lot of books back then. I was when I was in
yeah,
high school
dude.
still,
That
and
was like a that was like a crazy era for DC because I think I just graduated and I was like, Dick Grace's Batman.
yeah,
What? I was like, okay, cool. Wait, Bruce is still Batman too? Wait, there's other Batman? I don't understand. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna roll with it. I've been away from like comics for like maybe a couple of years, or like not even like a couple of years, but all right, cool. All this is happening. What does everybody say here? Tommy Mac will do his job. Yeah, yeah. McFarlane's been surprisingly, McFarlane's been doing really well with
I think he's killing
all
it,
this
man.
stuff. Yeah,
several releases have been absolutely fantastic. Mr. Freeze, I mean, maybe you want to repaint it if you're not a fan of the paint job, but articulation, like very impressive. It's like you can't tell me there's another Mr. Freeze out there that moves like that figure can. Like it's pretty awesome. And
Yeah,
that's just, there's been a lot. Like that Superboy I was showing off earlier. This is a really awesome figure.
yeah,
Great articulation on this guy.
it's fantastic, man. I mean, like the thing too is that he started making action figures again during the height of the pandemic. So that was like really, really like that was a risk he was willing to take. And for the price point too, you were thinking, there's no way he's gonna survive as a business. There's no way. But he did. And then he improved his articulation because people were actually complaining about it, and then he
Oh yeah.
changed it.
I remember
Okay.
when his first promo images went live for his first wave. Do you remember? Like there was a lot of skepticism. And I mean, it wasn't the best first wave, but it also wasn't terrible. There are still figures that I like from that wave.
Yeah.
Like the Nightwing is really good, and I believe Superman Action Comics was in that wave, and that was also a
Yeah,
fantastic
that was
Superman.
actually really, really good. I got the whole what was it? The Last Night on Earth wave. And let me tell you how disappointing that was. Because the best, honestly, the best figure out of that is Omega Batman.
Yeah. I was actually looking at that wave. I passed on all of it.
Yeah, honestly, good on you for bypassing on all of it because I bought the whole wave just to buy Bane, just for it to break.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah, I was pretty upset. He released the new Bane recently, and then there's the Dark Knight Rises Bane that I want to get. So it's like
I
I should have just waited.
El Pache, I agree. The fisted hands, like we definitely need those on every figure. It makes everything a lot easier, way cooler.
Yes,
I don't think it
yes,
would cost that much. Like get rid of that ridiculous those display stands or like the collector's card and give us fisted hands. I fully agree with that. It'd be amazing.
yeah, yeah. Like, the thing is that he'll definitely change it once enough people complain about it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I fully agree with that too. He's been really good with it, and I'm happy to see that like he's keeping the collectors in mind with his line. So I know that like he gets a lot of flack, but I do think that it's for the price point. I think it's unbeatable, honestly.
Yeah, it's fists are necessary. They are.
Yeah, man.
How else
Yeah,
are you supposed
yeah.
to fight with trigger fingers? Like,
You need it. It's required. I fully agree with that. Like I there's just there's been a lot of shots that I wanted to do that I can't do. And the side eye as well. Like, get rid of the side eye, please.
yeah, I hate that shit.
Oh, the side eye. Oh man, that's one thing that drives me nuts because it does fully impact what you can do with it. I think like
Yeah,
if he's looking off to the side, you're trying to have a look the other way, it doesn't look right. So
I was gonna
I don't
say.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, no. Finish your thought, because otherwise, like, I'm gonna go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say like I've seen like some of the recent releases. He seems to be changing the side eye. So hopefully,
Yes, I've seen that a lot. Like, I remember, what was it? The promo pictures for it was a Batman figure that came out, or that was coming out, and they fixed it so that he doesn't have side. It was the Dark Knight trilogy. It was that one.
yeah.
He was supposed
I
to have
have
side
not
eye.
pre-ordered that wait.
I want it because I just want Bane. I just
Yeah, you know what?
need
Bane
Bane.
looks probably. I think he's like the second best looking figure. Yeah, I think he's the second best looking figure in the wave. I think Batman looks the best. I think
Yes.
I've heard that he has arm issues. I'm curious if anybody's in the chat right now that has that Batman. If you have him, let us know if he
Yeah,
has
because
arm issues.
dude, the
Because
stains
I've heard
that
they fall right off, and that makes me stressed.
the thing
um,
is that I feel like it's a lot easier to fix that stuff with McFarlane than it is if you were to do it with an import. Because if you did it with an import, that's like $100.
Yeah,
That would be
you're not fixing that cheaply. I feel like I agree. You could probably, I'm sure there's ways to fix it. Like even with some blue tack, you could probably keep them in there pretty sturdily.
Yeah, I mean, what did I do? I fixed a McFarlane figure recently. Oh, it was my Red Hood. I fixed my Red Hood because the right arm kept popping out. I just threw some super glue in there, moved it around, and now it's fine.
I heard that's a tried and true method. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard that works. That's pretty
Yeah, it
awesome.
works a lot, man. I mean, I recently did it on one of my Valivers figures because the neck peg was like really really loose, so I decided to like fix that up, and then now it's like really stiff.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited for a lot of stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, man. There's a ton of good releases coming for sure.
Yeah. Great point when it comes to lower price point figs. I don't mind mods, but pricey imports. Oh hell, that's the thing. Like your imports are going to be very small. They actually scale with like true 6 inch. They're closer to 6 inches than what Marvel Legends are. Like Marvel Legends are
Yeah.
closer to
Oh
7.
yeah.
Whereas McFarlane is like, yeah, it's closer to 8, like 7.5 to 8 inches, but you're getting a figure that can move well now. You're paying like $30, no more than that, depending on what you're getting, and you get like you can just swap hands, no problem. Oh, there's a $5 Friday sale at GameStop. Yeah, go ahead, go grab that shitty McFarlane figure that you wanted to get just because of all the parts. Go grab that. You have more hands. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There you go. Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't mind dremeling, a couple of pieces on that, or they're it's definitely a lot cheaper to mod those guys. It's more worth it too. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna pick it up, pay $25. If you want to make it really awesome and it's not hard to do it, there you go.
It's and like yeah, all you really need is a Dremel, like you said. It's just like you Dremel out some parts, no problem, and you have a really like a well working toy. You have something that's like around the same level of articulation as a Maphex or an SHV arts.
Yeah. I haven't done the Ab Crunch mod before on any of mine. I'm curious. Have you done it before? Is it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
does it like I've never is it as good as people say? Because I've been trying to I
What
want
did
to
I
do
do it
more
on?
custom stuff, and I think like I need to give it a go.
I did it on. I did it same figure. I did it on my Red Hood, the
Oh,
unmasked Red
nice.
Hood, from the comics, and just amazing range. Now he can crunch all the way, like almost to 90 degrees. So
That's a
yeah,
wow. Okay, holy, that's
I did
impressive.
that. I did the thigh swivel as well. I know a lot of people like hate on that, like oh there shouldn't be thigh swivel. It should just be like at the hips, just like that. I want it to move in a certain way, and I'm used to it moving a certain way, so we're just gonna
Yeah,
keep it that way.
I think I've been trying to get used to not having it, but it's definitely nice when like I think he has a few figures that actually have it. It's nice when he includes it for sure.
Yeah, like it's on the Dark Detective. It's so good on the Dark Detective. It's
I haven't. I That's another one. It's on my wish
like
list. I haven't bought it,
do
but
it, do
I
it.
can't. It's the ears, man. The cowl ears. I can't do it. I don't know. He has to get a head swap like as soon as I get him home. I feel like.
So I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, oh, the head's dumb, but then I realized that's what it looks like in the comics because it's a helmet. It's not a cowl.
That actually. Okay. I guess that makes more sense. So it's like a motorcycle helmet, kind of. I guess that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
I mean he's got like
Huh.
the stupid chin strap too.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like aesthetically, it's not my thing, but I could
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I want to get the figure just to make like a cool custom Batman out of it because you definitely could.
yeah. Oh man, if you put a soft goods jacket on that thing,
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
he's so nice. But like, yeah, it's just modding all that. Like that's what I've been doing a lot too. Is just modding figures, customizing stuff, doing my own customs and like kit bashes. It's just like, do I want to do this more or do I want to do photography more? Because I'm just throwing them in my photography and not showing that I did this. So the
I've
people are like,
definitely had moments like that where I've been like I'll spend like 2 weeks working on like something custom and I don't even take pictures or whatever. Like I just go on like a hiatus while I'm making custom figures.
yeah.
It's funny. I
The funny part. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. That's all good.
no, you were gonna say something else because like
Uh,
I'm
I
gonna
was
go
just
on.
gonna say like McFarlane, that line is what got me into customizing figures for sure. Like I hadn't really done it
Yes,
until
yes, same man,
yeah,
same.
yeah,
And honestly, okay, I want to know what everybody else, because I know there's a lot of people that actually kit bashed. So, what got you into kit bashing, and how did you do it? Because not everybody started with tools like Dremels and shit. Like I just had an X-Acto
yeah. I mean that was for me that I that's all I had was just like some basic stuff. I didn't even have like proper paint or anything like that. Like it was really just like I read about the boil and pop method, and that's how I started with kit bashing. It was just like heads here and
knife.
there, stuff like that.
Yep, yep. That I feel like once you start head swapping, you start messing around with a lot of parts on figures and seeing what fits and seeing what doesn't. And seeing what looks cool but doesn't fit, and you're trying to figure out ways to actually make it work.
Oh yeah, for
Then you
sure.
start
Yeah.
really kit bashing it. You start really doing all that stuff and like taking like hours upon hours on like a kit bash. And then when it finally comes out, you're like, I did that. That took me a week, but
Oh,
you know
the
what?
pride
It
is
looks good.
definitely there.
Yeah.
I fully agree with that.
Like you'll like yeah, you'll feel great. Like you'll feel like you accomplished something. And then when it doesn't work out, you're just like you get frustrated. Like you throw the figure or something. Like something happened. Like, you're like you're upset because you couldn't get it right, or like you couldn't like get the right parts. You don't have the right tools. This and that. It's like it's a frustrating process, but it's like it's a fun process. I would
Oh
say.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh, I've definitely had frustrating moments. I had I was trying to convert like a cape from a larger figure to work for like smaller scale. And
Yeah.
I it actually the cape somehow the die got activated and
Oh no.
it destroyed a figure and I was super frustrated, but I learned a valuable lesson there, and that's to be super careful when you're cleaning stuff off. Like I was trying to like, clean like a mark off of it with some water,
Yeah.
and I guess like I activated the ink somehow, and
Oh
yeah, it like fully stained like the figure on the inside and everything. So yeah, it was yeah,
no
frustrating moments.
way.
But you know what, man? Like I took it as a learning experience, and I took the pieces from that figure and I made a cooler figure out of it. So you know, it works out,
That's
right?
cool. What figure was it? You don't
It
mind me
was
asking.
the Hush Batman from the two pack. So
Oh, really?
if
Oh,
you
shit.
if you look at my most recent shot, you'll see that it's the Three Jokers Batman, but he has the trousers or the trunks from the Hush Batman, and a new and improved custom wired cape that I didn't make the cape. I converted it from a different figure, but I added wires to it and stuff
What?
like that.
What? No. Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
so I all I did like it was I really like kit bashing McFarlane figures because their leg joints are all the same, so you can just like boil it all apart. And yeah, I switched the trunks. It looks, I mean, that's my
Oh,
favorite, you know, version of that's my favorite version of Batman for sure. It kind of had animated series vibes, so that's what I was sort of going for with that
that's
guy.
so cool. Okay, okay. Yeah, it does kind of look like it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, the cape has like blue lining and stuff, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that looks.
That's what I
Dude.
made in response to that Hush Batman getting destroyed. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't my favorite figure to begin with, so I wasn't too disappointed.
Oh man, yeah, that looks so dope. Oh, what? I love the, like how the belt pops on
Yeah,
that
man.
too.
Oh,
Like it looks
it
so good. Whoa, you
it
did
re
such a good job on that, man. What?
thanks, man. Yeah, yeah.
You
The
didn't even
cape.
say that it was a kid bash. You just took a picture of it and threw it on the internet. You're like,
Yeah, man.
all right.
The what is it? The cape was from. I had this Mego Batman, and it was like a first appearance Mego Batman. I've had it on display in my apartment for a long time, and I was just like, you know what, like it had a like a really nice like cape and everything, and I was like, this could be a really good like McFarlane figure cape if I take some time and you know run some wires through it or whatever. So that's what I did. Yeah, It
That's
worked
so
out. It definitely looks good.
what? So it wasn't wired at all to begin with?
It was, but the wires were, which is what gave me the idea in the first place. But the wires were like they were crappy because it was like an older, like figure. Like it definitely like got probably like 20 years or something old. I don't know.
Oh wow.
Um, so I sacrificed it for the cape, but I don't regret it. I mean, it looks pretty cool. So
It looks fantastic, man. You did such a great job on that. That's so
thanks.
cool.
Yeah, that was a good time. It was a lot of fun.
I can't like honestly. I think I'm gonna be staring at that for a while. That's really really good. Holy shit. Um, my first kit bash foray. What? My kit was getting cloth goods for figures like Thor and Doctor Strange. Yes, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting soft
Paramount.
goods for any Marvel figure you get, just like it just brings it up so much more. You know, like it's kind of like it looks like a kiddie toy, but then once you pull that plastic thing off and slap a wired cape on that, it looks like a primo figure. It's so like
Oh yeah.
so
The a wired cape can really make a difference for a lot of stuff. That's definitely true.
yeah, man. And it's like I don't know why toy companies still don't do that. And it's like there's obviously the high end guys like Mezco and Mafex that do it, but then like what's Marvel like? What's Hasbro's excuse? They have it on certain figures from like from different lines, but for Marvel for Legends, they're just like no. This game's just gonna whoosh that way, just that one way. That's it. You can't move it any way else. Just this way. So oh,
Yeah, man. I would love to see. I'm sure it's just budget issues, but I would love to see that. That would be great.
I don't know if it's so much budget issues as it is choking hazards for kids
Oh,
because
yeah.
kids in the
You know what?
states are kind of dumb.
I don't think there's a Kinder Egg surprises there for the same reason. I think I heard that. Is that the same reason? Choking hazard?
Probably.
You
Like
know what? You know what, man? They ban dumb shit in Canada all the time, so it's okay.
I mean, there's stuff that's banned here, like and even in the states, where I'm just like, why is it banned? And then you look up at the history, you're just like, I understand why now. People are still dumb.
Yeah, man.
I bought a Red Hood figure. I think it was a Mattel Multiverse. Oh, this is El Pache that's saying this. And then I hated it. Got the Essential figure and kept the Jason Todd head from Multiverse. That figure, okay, man, I am envious of that because it's a great looking figure. It doesn't move very well, but whoever bought that figure, you bought it for both of those head sculpts because the Red Hood helmet and the Jason Todd head sculpt is like it's so good. I don't know
Which the Mattel one? I'm talking
Yeah,
about the Mattel one.
yeah.
It's that. It doesn't move well, but I picked it up. It's not
I
terrible. I mean,
I don't.
I don't use it in my shots anymore. Like I have the McFarlane now, but it's
Yeah,
a good figure. Like I could see with that Essentials Red Hood head, that'd be a nice swap for sure.
yeah. I was gonna say that like if you just take those heads and you put it on a different figure, then you make a totally different like Red Hood. You have like your pinnacle Red Hood.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just so nice. I don't know how they messed up on body proportions and articulation, but then with head sculpts, it's just like phenomenal. Oh, okay. And I started kit bashing my Bad Batch figs by adding the paint details that were missing from. Oh yeah, that's actually like really smart, and I still have yet to do that. I don't actually paint any of that stuff at all. IG toy. I leg swapped and head swapped Jaina Solo figure and added some accessories from other figures to make Mara Jade. What?
Boys,
Oh, hey, you made
thanks,
it.
man.
Oh, brother, how's it going?
Awesome. Good to see you guys. So my son's team won. They're moving on to the next level, and so I'm glad I was there.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Glad to have you
That's
around,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
Good to be here. Sorry for the unexpected departure from this, but I'm happy it was an earlier game. The other games have been like at 8 and 9. This one was at 7:15. So giddy up.
Nice.
What's up, Vico?
Do you want to start, Jeff or Adam? That because I need to grab some water. So if you guys want to start on,
You know what? Sure.
The artists,
Adam, if you want to go for it, brother.
I'm good to go. Yeah. I'm
right,
ready
man.
to start whenever.
All right, giddy up.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
So how you keeping, brother? It's good to see your face.
Yeah, man. Oh, I've been good. It's busiest time of year for my department right now. So we're just like super busy all the time.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're getting through it though. It's I always I always see like the busy season as like the ultimate challenge, right? And if you can make it through the busy season, you can make it through the whole whole year.
It's your New York of seasons, right? If you can make it there, you can
Oh
make
yeah.
it anywhere, baby.
Yeah, there you go. That's a really good way to put it. That's funny. All right, yeah, it looks like we're pulling it up here. I'm sorry, there's a bit of a delay, so I'm reading it off of I'm on my phone, it's like current, but then I'm actually gonna read it off my screen, so it's just gonna take a little bit of a second to come up. Looks like it's up here now.
Cool.
Oh yeah, so this is the first pick. By figure shooting. And I mean, I think you can just see just by looking at it why I picked it. Like the posing's fantastic, and like just like the balance and like just like what's going on here is I just think really phenomenal. The lighting is also really good, and I mean, I'm a sucker for Daredevil. Like that's just I really want that figure, and I don't have it, and I think every time I see shots like this, it makes me want to buy it. So
it's a great shot though, really dynamic. It's got to your point, it's got great lighting. And there's energy in it. I all the pictures, all my favorite pictures have energy in them like this, so it's awesome to see.
That's an awesome set that he's using too. The Extreme Sets bank. I actually picked that up recently. I really like that. It's pretty versatile. It's a good one.
I've got the cabin and the mansion still in their boxes. I've been so bloody busy with life, I haven't been able to crack them out and create a story yet. But I'm looking.
I saw promos. The cabin looks amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Oh yeah, there's also the dojo that they recently showcased.
Did they re-release it?
It's a different dojo.
Then I'm gonna have to get it because
I'm gonna have to get it too. Yeah. But it's gonna be huge. I think the walls are the same kind of walls that we get from the hallway diorama, where it's double layered rather than it being like just like a thin piece. So it's
cool.
It looks like a brick.
Right on.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get that. But.
So do you have any other pictures from this guy?
No, it's just this one, and I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he responded to the post as well. So
okay.
We could go to the next one here. Oh yeah. I picked this one because I knew Jazz would be into this as well. It's
so cool.
It's so good. This guy is toy master. I'm assuming with a Z. Fantastic photographer. Like his whole feed, it's all kind of a lot of the shots are like similar, like in the way that he stylizes them, and it's just a super clean Instagram feed when you go on it. Like everything looks really professionally put together and well done. Like it reminds me of like a professional portfolio or something like that.
This looks like a movie cell,
right. It looks real, man. Like that's
coming into a room and about to take someone out. Like it looks real, and I dig that a lot.
Dude, that figure is so underrated.
Is that the movie Snake Eyes? I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one you got. Yeah, for that Sam Fisher.
So I decided to deconstruct him, and then I decided to make a whole stealth unit with just the Snake Eyes movie figs.
That's pretty cool, man. Yo, they were so cheap. That's not even a bad idea. They were like $20 at one point. for
Yeah, well,
one.
they're like $15 now at GameStop, so I was like, oh, whatever. So whenever I see it,
It's a good
thank you.
idea, though. Years ago, I did
Thank you.
army building with Ronin from the Avengers because he was on sale. Nobody was buying them at the time, and I picked up a few to make ninjas in the background.
Oh, that he was also he had good accessories too. That Ronin
Yeah.
figure was
His
awesome.
his
Yeah,
articulation
so.
wasn't all that great because of the plastic hood stuff and everything. But if they're just dying, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But yeah, great job, Toy Master Man. Your feed's awesome. This is a super cool shot.
Right on. Do you have how many pictures do you have in total, bud?
We got 6 total. Oh, I mean, I can read up. He actually commented on this one. So he uses a Motorola phone. Ulanzi RGB lights, which I think Jeff, you and I both use those. They're awesome. And
I
he's
have one
a
too.
big fan of McFarlane toys, which I am as well, man. That's awesome.
Right on.
Yeah, those Ulanzi lights, what is they're like $30 on Amazon? They're fantastic.
They're
That
amazing.
changed the game for me.
Yeah, completely. I ended up getting 5 of them, but not all at once, like over time. And
I just got 5 of them. Yeah.
no, not all at once. It was like a progressive thing. Like I bought my first Ulanzi light probably 2 years ago, and just kind of as the need occurred, I would buy different ones, and so they've been great lights for me. I find sometimes the way the battery behaves is a little bit weird. Like all of a sudden the light won't work. You plug it in and it's fully charged, and then you turn it on. It lasts for the whole session, right? So
I've had that too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had instances where it's just like, okay, I just charged it, but then it like completely dies within like 20, 30 minutes.
But then if you stick it on the charger, pull it off, turn it back on, it's good to go again. Like for the whole session, right?
Yeah.
So
you accidentally leave it on for like 5 hours and it's still working.
I have done that where it like those really long setups and you forget about that one under the fire, you know. Right? And then at the end of the shoot, like as you know how you sometimes you take multiple shots to try and get it, you notice the fire is dimmer and dimmer toward the end of the
Oh yeah. Definitely had that happen before.
Right on. So look at this one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Instagram page. Hold on a second.
It's just loading up on my screen here. There it is. Yeah, this was one of my favorites of all the picks I had. I chose. This is so fantastic. And I mean, if you've seen Obi-Wan or like, just like Star Wars fan in general, like this is, how cool the shot is.
Yeah, it captures that Star Wars attitude of him just walking in, them sizing each other up and about to get down, right?
Yeah, it's a good example of like not needing to always show the hero's face in your shot. Oh, sorry, I think you're. Oh no, yeah, no, sorry, there's a delay there. Yeah, it's like a good example of showing like not needing to show the hero's face because you don't always have to.
Nice, that's really really good.
Well, that's how storytelling progresses, right? Like, I even when I was cartooning before, I used to always feel the need to draw the entire figure in every frame. But the key to storytelling is capturing that dynamic moment, right? Like if he's changing a clip and popping it into the gun, it's just a picture of the clip going into the gun for that dynamic activity, right? And knowing how to pick that out in your picture makes you a better storyteller. And so this picture tells an entire story.
Yeah, for sure. And I was talking to this guy actually before we started the live feed, and yeah, like so he takes pics with his Android phone, and I believe he uses like actual like lightsabers to like he uses like like those like FX lightsabers.
Yeah,
like to do his like colored lighting and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh wow, that's a neat
idea. Yeah. I mean, hey, like whatever works, right? I think there's a creative use of it for sure.
That's really really good. That's a very good idea.
Yeah,
I
thought so too.
That's so dope, man. And like the focus
Yeah,
on the
great shot, great
lightsaber
shot.
too. Oh my god! Just like see like it gives me goosebumps because I love Star Wars too, and my wife loves Star Wars, so it's just like seeing it. So cool.
And like the texture, yeah, the texture on that cloth goods robe is awesome, and like
Yeah.
Even
the
the
lightsaber
inlaying,
the lightsaber effect for Darth Vader is really good too. Like
Yeah.
it's a great shot all around.
yeah,
So well
that's oh, that's cool.
Okay, I see. I saw it come up on my phone. Yeah, this is so this guy, he has a really unique take, and this is why I picked him because I don't think I've seen anything like this at all in like the time that I've been doing toy photography. And I just thought this was the coolest thing. So he pairs figures up with his like sneaker collection, and he does them in these cool poses, and sometimes they're like punching through the shoe, or like they're like complementary colors like this one. And it's just I thought it was really impressive, and like just it's nice to see like a refreshing take on it, and to see like two kind of collecting hobbies come together. I thought that was just like really awesome. And I mean, they all look super crisp. Like if you go on his feed, like all of his shots are like super well done, and clean,
done.
and
Really
like you
good.
can really get the details. I mean, look at that pose. Like that's fantastic.
The color contrast is like really like appealing. Like it's very nice on the eyes.
Even the color choices and the background, everything, the way
Yeah.
he's combined it all together into a shot is a lot of work went in, a lot of planning went into the composition and the color choices.
It's probably also a very expensive hobby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not a sneaker guy myself, but I understand they're pretty expensive. It gets up there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, oh, you're pairing your shoes with expensive action figures? Whoa. Oh my god. You must be you must have a really good job.
or
Definitely, yeah.
or at home. Yeah.
That could be it too.
Definitely keep at it though, man. Like your shots are fantastic. We love them.
That is really good.
Whoa, look at this. That is so
Oh yeah,
great.
this is an
That's
awesome
a
shot.
story and a half right there. That's great.
So it's kind of funny. Like, there's another shot that I picked that's also Ninja Turtles, and I don't own a single Ninja Turtles action figure. I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan, though.
You
This
know
is
what?
so,
I picked up Raphael NECA, and this is like an aftermarket trench coat I put on him. But it's actually a pretty good figure, man. Like the articulation is decent, and I like that they made the shell flexible and stuff. But it's
yeah. I gotta try, man. I've been seeing all the NECA ones. I just like haven't pulled the trigger because there's whenever I go, there's always something else I'm looking for. I don't know. I need to stop passing up on the turtles though. It's anyway. I thought this was an awesome shot. This guy was also saying that this is like this figure, and I guess there's the armored version of the Last Ronin. Um, they're his like favorite figures right now, which I can see why. Like this is a pretty fantastic shot. I love the like the blood that he's got on the wall there, where it's kind of his hands dragging. Like that's so cool. And I just thought this was super crisp. This guy is also his whole feed is like this. If you want to check him out, he's got a lot of really cool shots that are dynamic, and like just everything you can see it from like a mile away. Like they're just so clean and crisp when you look at it. So um, that's a big thing for me. And I thought
That's
it was
really
awesome
really
shot.
cool. Like that's a very dramatic shot too. Considering that like Last Ronin is a very dramatic and very dark TMNT story, and he
Yeah,
captures that well, like really well. It's like like
I
you can
agree.
pull this out of a
Yeah,
page from
yeah.
the book,
Totally,
and
totally.
like that's basically it. Like he captured the essence of that story. It's like that's so good, man.
And like the set design is really great too. Like I love how I'm not sure if this is like I don't have this if it's like extreme sets or something. Like I don't have this one, but I personally think this is really nice. Like the way he's got it, and I like how it's all out of focus in the background like that. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like 3D printed, so it might be custom made.
Oh, see, that's awesome. Yeah, oh yeah, the wall does look kind of 3D printed. Yeah.
Yeah, the bricks and everything react to the light, unless it's printed like that, and he matched the lighting in the scene to hit that. Which I don't know.
Yeah, that's really good.
But that is such a good shot. A lot of planning in there.
I was gonna buy. I was not gonna buy that figure. Now I am. Oh god!
All right, no, you know what? It's funny. I was at Silver Snail a few weeks ago, and they had the armored version. I fully was gonna do it. I ended up buying something else, but that was I wanted it. Yeah. No, this is again. It's a fantastic shot. It definitely makes me want to buy the figure too.
Yeah, no, that's oh, it looks like he's got a blurb there.
Oh yeah, he uses a Canon Rebel T7 and a 75 millimeter lens, so that's pretty cool. He uses like the full camera setup for that. Oh, and he's a big fan of Bandai Fig Arts and Marvel Legends. I'm a Marvel Legends guy myself. I don't have a lot of fig arts, but I awesome brand. There's definitely some good figures in that line.
Yeah, right on.
I won that fig on a promoted roulette here at the Pic Bar by Green and Honor. Spin by Toy Addict, and that fig is dope. Forever treasure. Oh, that's sick. Yo,
that's awesome.
You guys gotta stop saying that figures are cool and telling us to buy it, because now they're just gonna be like I'm already going headfirst into Valver's and G.I. Joe, and I just bought a fucking Mezco and Mathex figure. And you guys are like, yeah, get NECA figures, they're so good. Yeah, they're like $70, $80 here in Canada, alright? I can't just like drop that.
This is here's another. Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
Dude, so you don't have any turtle figures. I think you've got turtle.
None.
My dude.
I think possibly. Honestly, I have none. I'm not even kidding. There's I mean, I grew up with like, you know, action figures from like the cartoons and stuff, but I'm pretty sure my mom threw those out like a long time ago.
Was it the early 2000s one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't like
the
the classic one. I don't think was I even alive when that came out? No, probably not.
I'm not going to comment.
Yeah,
I remember when the black and white comic came out and seeing it on the shelves in the comic store. Fuck you.
Was it like 80, 82 or 83?
Yeah. Fuck you both.
We weren't even born yet. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was not born yet.
So I mean, technically, I'm your daddy. Yeah.
Definitely old enough.
I think you are the same age as my dad. I'm pretty sure, or close. I don't know how old you are, but you're definitely close.
Yeah, it's I'm the gray beard gives it away, but I'm getting up there. It's but the most important is young at heart, right? I'm immature, so I get along with people half my age. Yeah.
I'm immature. I would say young at heart. I wouldn't say immature. You just did up your whole bathroom the last week, so I wouldn't say immature.
No, well, I'm a badass too, though, right? I build my own shit. I fix my own house. I'll sort.
Good job on that, by the way. That looked like a clean run.
Oh my god. Yeah, that looked like it took a lot of time.
By the way, you can't do it in a weekend, like I thought.
No, you can't.
It took me a week. I've got a buddy who's a realtor, and he said to me that a contractor would have taken 2 weeks. So yeah, right?
Wow,
right on. There you go. Look at that, save money and did it faster. So,
well, you know what? Enough about awesome me. How about awesome photo here? 420. Okay, 420 ACBA. I dig you already at the 420, my brother.
Yeah. So I mean, you probably, you know, that was definitely something that stood out to me as well. But yeah, like I love the lighting here. Like this super vibrant. And I feel like even though the turtles are not doing anything like super actiony, it still tells a really good story. Like it looks like, you know, they're trying to like open a door or something, and they're all like getting ready to hold back from ninjas. Who knows? You know, like I just think it's really cool. Like it's definitely like when we were talking about like how good shots are sort of, at the beginning or at the end of the action, like you can tell that this is at the beginning of the action, like something's about to pop off. And I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I love how they're all watching and they're trying to sort something out on the computer on the wall, right? Like it's well planned.
Yeah, for sure.
It reminds me of that cartoon, of that
Totally.
not the early 2000s one, but the 80s one that was on reruns for God knows how long, and then released on VHS entirely. Yeah, that looks really, really good. What's up with you and like the ninja stuff for this session?
He's got turtle envy. He doesn't have any turtle figures, right?
I don't know. I do like ninjas too. I feel like you can get a lot of. They're good with a lot of different characters. I mean, you can pretty much put them in.
Oh yeah,
so much stuff works with, and I mean, just Ninja Turtles are awesome. Yeah, I think you're right though. I probably do have turtle envy. Yeah. I'm sure by the end of next week, I think somebody is saying in the chat.
We'll be seeing in our chat this week's haul. You know?
I feel like I have to do it now, right? Like it's kind of just it's gotta happen.
It was Dave that said it. Dave's telling us to buy fucking Ninja Turtles figures, man.
And then you gotta get some foot soldiers in there, and before you know it, you're gonna have an entire shelf dedicated to the turtles, brother.
No.
So this guy actually sent me his notes via DM, so I can read them now. I was asking I wasn't sure how it works, so I was asking everybody for DMs when I was asking for permission. So his favorite current like figures right now, it's the Daredevil 3-pack, and I'm assuming it's a Daredevil because he had a lot of really awesome Daredevil shots on there. That was what drew me to his page originally, was the 420 and the fact that he's got Daredevil in his profile picture there. Yeah. And he shoots with a Canon Rebel XS 1999, which I thought was pretty cool as well.
My Canon brothers are in the house, man.
Yeah, lots of Canon so far. And his favorite line is G.I. Joe and Valiverse, which I know Chad's probably.
Yes, sir. That was an easy follow.
There you go.
I'm afraid of Valiverse because I know what'll happen.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get sucked in hard if I start buying those. That's I've been looking at them too.
This year I'm flirting with taking the approach of enjoying what I have, because there are some figures where I've taken like one picture. There's some figures I haven't taken any pictures of, and
I've got a lot of those in my collection. That's for sure.
It's just the story, sometimes you just stumble across a couple of figures you're looking for, so you end up with a bit of a haul. You tell some stories with most of them, and then the other figure you sort of forget because the next week is coming, you got some more figure, right? And so I'm thinking, rather than getting more, unless it's something where there's those figures where that's just a figure I need to own, whether I see a story with it or not, keep it to those purchases, and then try and just explore all the stories that are sitting here in my studio on my shelf, right?
Yeah.
That's tough to actually put into practice too.
It is hard. It is hard, right?
That is the biggest thing, because you'll say that, you'll be like, oh yeah, I'll buy this, and I'll only have it on my desk, and that's it. Like, I won't take pictures of it. It's just there because I love this character. Whatever else. That's the only fucking figure that you're going to be taking pictures of for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
That's usually the case. That's what happened with me and my Supreme Knight. I think a lot of toy photographers fall into this habit of doing it. It's not that it's a bad habit, but it is definitely a thing that a lot of people do.
When I'm buying, I'm picky. Like when I'm buying figures, I try to calculate, how many shots do I think I'm going to get out of this? Like, is it going to be displayed or is it going to get binned immediately? Because it definitely matters, man. I have a lot of Marvel Legends. Like most of my Marvel Legend collection it hasn't been shot. Like it's just in display right now, and that's it.
Dude, I'm not a collector. Like the only reason the first couple of figures that I had when I got back into having some action figures, it was because my wife and kids got me a figure for Father's Day, like a 12-inch Marvel Legends Wolverine, right? And so I started just kind of fucking around taking pictures with that. And but then from there forward, every figure purchase was because I could see a story with it, and I wanted to wanted to tell that story, right? And some of the figures that I buy, they're supporting characters in the stories that I'm seeing. They're not necessarily the main characters, but that's my buying process. So, but what ends up happening is when you get a couple of stories together, you've picked up figures for story 1 and picked up figures for story 2. Sometimes story 2 gets lost. You know what I mean? Like, because you've shot story 1, and now you've got this other great idea because you're sitting at your desk, you're driving on the highway, you had this other exciting idea, so you start doing that, and you never get back to story 2, or it takes months for you to get there, right? So
do you guys have ADHD then?
Oh, I totally do. Brother, I do.
Because I am clinically diagnosed with ADHD. I have had to take medication recently, and I'm listening to people talk about stuff like this. Sorry to cut you off though, but like, oh my god, does everyone that I know have ADHD and they just struggle with it without medication?
ADHD, anxiety, the only medication is the pot I smoke, right?
Same here.
That and self-analysis, right? And it's
but it's true. Like if I'm not on my medication, I find that I start doing multiple things, getting some of all of those multiple things done, and then not really finishing it. Like, look at my feed. It's just like a mishmash of fucking whatever I've thrown together in the last however long, right? And with my medication, I'm just like, okay, I can focus on the things that I actually want to do.
So I think though the fact that we're talking about this and not 420's pick is an indicator of exactly that.
That we all have ADHD.
Well,
it's okay. All collectors have ADHD. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's you next, right, Jeff?
Man. You just. Oops.
Oh yeah. Fantastic shot. This is incredible.
This shot, there's so I picked 3 shots from Dave's, and I'll just read for you his blurb here. Oh, he's got it there. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in. But this picture, before I even get to the blurb, just this picture, like when he posted it in our chat, even it kicked my ass. It's just so, it's like 1980s movie awesome. You know what I mean?
It's Highlander.
Yeah,
it's Highlander, man. That's what I was trying to figure it out. I was like looking at this picture. I was like, why is this so cool looking?
Right, but it's dope as fuck. I love this
it's
so much.
Oh yeah,
Dave's always got really creative stuff. He's also got another. Sorry, I'm burping pop. But he's also got this other page where he does like purely prehistoric dinosaur type pictures, but he does them so that they look real, right? And it's so he's really got a lot of creative, fun stuff going on. And so I'll just do you mind scrolling up just a bit? Yeah, there. Oh, he didn't. Okay. I forgot to add that the scaphoid pick, third slide, is an underwater pick shot using an old Panasonic. Oh yeah, that's the other super cool thing. He has an underwater camera that he uses for some shots, and then he's got a phone. So this was underwater. I didn't know how he did this shot. I didn't actually know it was an underwater shot until he said that, and that just
same.
Right, the planning,
cool.
The added effort that's required to plan an underwater shot, because you can't get that line of sight except for through the lens, right? So I mean, it's dope. And and here's his first feature. Thanks for the feature. Most of my stuff is just shot using my phone because I'm too cheap to buy an actual camera. Right? And then he goes, oh, and I've got a waterproof camera. But yeah, he's and then that middle slide, the one with the turtle, that's his custom. And as you guys know, he did that with hockey tape, and then kind of dirtied it up, like aged it up and stuff. But he does a lot of really creative things, and I think he also fixed some of the articulation on this figure, if I'm not mistaken. But I really dig his stuff.
We were actually talking about this earlier with the hockey tape. Yeah, this is so well done, and like he weathered it too. Like, oh man, it's so fantastic.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself some hockey tape, man.
I would literally just use it for customizing action figures. Yeah, I definitely gotta.
Not on your hockey stick.
It'd
be really awkward to go buy that, honestly.
Why?
Because I know, like, don't play hockey at all. So I just like go to the, I don't know, where do I even go to buy it? Sport Check, I guess.
Walmart.
Yeah, Sport Check would have it.
Yeah.
Walmart's actually cheaper, I think.
Well, you could always hide it with a purchase of a Speedo.
Or an action figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if I get it at Walmart, I could
chat the cashier up and say, I'm going to totally customize this figure with this tape.
She's like, okay, all right.
No, seriously, it'll be cool. And it will be, right?
These days, I'd have to be careful that somebody didn't film me saying that and end up on the internet.
Yeah.
Taken out of context.
He said on a YouTube channel. All right. And let's, if you don't mind, the next. Okay. And I'm sorry, I forget this guy's real name, but Photography. I love the work that he does, and he's pretty new to the whole photography thing of action figures, and he's using his phone, if I remember correctly. But what I love about his shots is the lighting that he uses, and the simplicity of the setups, which creates a certain dynamic energy within those shots. Right, like this one here, you can feel the energy of him pushing his head into the ground there. I can't remember his name. I think it's Akuma, and that's Ryu. Are you guys there?
Yeah, yeah. No. So I was responding to a comment, so I'm still trying to engage in the comment section. No,
that's real. Okay, chat. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I saw that. I was like, oh, what? Like everybody's picking, like you and Adam picked stuff. I was just like, I love this. I love all of this. This is so good. This is great. This is like all up my alley. I'm like, I'm gonna follow all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy, he's pretty new to our group too. Like I think he joined relatively recently. Yeah, no, great work, man. Like this is awesome.
Yeah, no, he's like early on. He's got a great eye. And could we see please? Like, look at this too, and just the way he lets the action figure kind of dictate the way that it's gonna go. Like he listens to the figure, and then the composition of her just off to the side, and then the way the eyes are looking that way, like he completely planned it around what the figure is offering him. Right? I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Does she have? I think she does have side. That's a good use of it, though.
Yeah,
definitely looks awesome.
Looking just to our left, her right.
Yeah, no, that definitely works.
Is that the Mafex Wonder Woman, or is that the Figure Arts one? Do you know?
No.
I thought it was the McFarlane one, but I could be wrong.
It looks
probably.
It looks too clean to be McFarlane.
Yeah, like the arm joints look a little bit more importy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so it's like, because I really want one. It looks really good though. He did such a great job because like I can't even tell that if this is done like strictly in Photoshop, but like the background. Oh my god, the lighting on it.
Oh, you know what?
So
I've got his blurb here in my DM.
Okay.
He started using an iPhone 11 Pro Max 2 years ago, then upgraded to the iPhone 13 Pro Max just last year. He's never used an SLR or any real cameras before because he says he can't afford them. For lighting, he uses just the ones he can find on Winners or any store that has a cheap, good lighting, right? Like that's what I did. Everything was dollar store lighting for ages, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, me too.
Originally, his plan was to only do Dragon Ball stuff, especially the ones from SH Figure Arts. But the love for figures, details, and articulations got him deciding on just whichever I really feel like taking a photo on that day. I think that's, and he says that's like most of us now, right? So
yeah, definitely is like most of
we were
us.
just talking about that, right? Like how if you can see a story, you're going to buy the figure.
Yep. That's so good. And the dollar store lighting is just, man.
Look at this, right? Like it's sometimes a dark photo like this kind of gets lost in the feed, but when you really pause and look at that photo, like just the attitude that's in there and the menace, all done with low light and hearing the figure and what it can bring to you.
That looks like something straight out of like a scene from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. With that lighting and like the low contrast. Oh my god!
I'm just waiting for the camera to pull out and show him turning around. Right, like it looks so good.
Yeah, man, it looks dope.
Yeah,
the best to go down.
He did such a great job on that.
Yeah.
He's from Vancouver, right?
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's a hell of a commute for him on the local collabs, right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I think
next time he visits Toronto.
Yeah, so I think that's all of the guys I brought, just because I wasn't sure if I didn't want to burden you guys with like several. So that's why I picked a couple photos.
No. I'm surprised you didn't pick more. That's crazy. Obviously, I picked somebody that was doing Joe stuff.
Yeah.
I saw this. Just
wow, look at that. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it reminds me of so I'm reading some of the old IDW G.I. Joe stuff, and there's a scene where it's like Snake Eyes is scouting out like a rocky area with his team, and this reminded me of it. I was like, "This is so cool! I gotta put this up." And I asked him about it. It was just like, "Yeah, he I can use it." It was like I saw it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been liking Joe, so I'm just gonna go ahead with the Joe stuff." Right. That Snake Eyes figure, the beachhead that I'll never get. It's so cool. I just love how like it's the sunset and everything. Like everything is like natural lighting, right?
Yeah.
Like the outdoor shoots are just so cool. I know Mr. Dave is infamous for those outdoor shoots, but this guy really did it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I used to almost all of my shots were on a hiking trail when I first started, and I'm kind of missing it, seeing what Dave's doing. So I think I want to get out there and do it again.
Yeah, same trail that we went to, right?
Yeah, that's right. That was the first collab we did.
Yeah, the trail where we froze our asses off.
Yeah,
quite literally.
There's a trail, I didn't even know there was one nearby us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, by the Don River. I've been going down there for a long time.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's all built up now, though. It used to be just like a rough trail, and I guess about 10 years ago they paved it and stuff, and now everybody goes down there. But it used to be like a little nice haven. Oh, and one thing I wanted to say about this picture, I would have loved to have seen a B-side with Snake Eyes in the focus. And
yes,
in the background.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because I love this shot, but I would love to see what the B side would look like with Snake Eyes in focus.
Yeah,
I like the focus
on. I think
I like the focus on Beachhead though, because like I don't see enough of Beachhead on Instagram on our feed.
Oh,
so I was like,
I hope I didn't get the impression that I didn't like that, because I do dig this. It's just that I always like.
I completely understand.
Side, right? Yeah.
No, it's just like Snake Eyes is always the good looking figure. So and like good looking
That's
character,
true.
anyways.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be like, oh, what this shot is bad. It's like no, Snake Eyes is there anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But beach, like I rarely see good pictures of Beachhead, and this is really really cool. It just looks like they're both scouting out the area and just trying to advance forward into like a different terrain. Oh, so cool! Oh my god!
Lots of realism. It looks great.
Yeah, yeah. He says on there, thank you. I used the Canon EOS Rebel T7. Again, another Canon.
Gannon.
Around the golden hour to capture the shot. One of my favorite lines to photograph is the Black Series Star Wars figures. Those are also really, really nice to photograph too. But yeah, that's so cool, man. Such a great job on that. If we can move on to the next one, that'd be great. Group hike, Dave says. Oh.
Group hike?
I guess so.
I'm always down.
Down.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, but who has a car big enough?
And hike.
Who has a car big enough to fit all of us in there?
I will. I'll follow the big car. I like to drive myself.
We need a minivan for that.
We could get a school bus. We'll all hold a rope.
School bus.
This
right.
photo, holy shit, is that?
Yeah, this is wild. Wow.
Dude, Jack is so good, man. He also cosplays as Daredevil, so that's a bonus there too. And he does martial arts, so
wow.
He's
really cool.
He's not like a past dad bod stage Daredevil. He's a good looking Daredevil.
yeah. He's tall too. He's probably around your height too.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. I picked this shot because one, Adam already mentioned this. Yeah, okay, yeah, Daredevil. But Adam already mentioned this earlier. I am envious of all the people that have this Daredevil figure. I love my Netflix Daredevil like Mezco figure, but this Marvel Legends one just looks so clean. The comic accurate suit and the head sculpt. It's beautiful.
It does. It's I agree. It's definitely like. Can we not get it because it's on Pulse? How does that work? Is it just like something Canadians can't do?
We can get it. It's just,
we should pay, right?
Expensive. It's gonna be like $200 probably.
That's a lot.
My heart. Yeah, that's like
do you know what?
Man.
That's exactly why I ended up collecting Mezco, because I thought if I'm going to be paying like $80, $100 for something that sold originally for $20, then I might as well just buy the high quality ones, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But one thing I love about this figure though is it looks like he planned the shot so that the joints are hidden. And a figure that allows you to do it like that in a dynamic way is a great figure.
Oh yeah. I was also going to say that like the mechanics there for the show. Well, he does martial arts, so he already knows. The mechanics there for the punch are really really good. Like how Hammerhead is selling the punch is really good too. The lighting really hits really well, so it feels like a scene out of the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It totally does. I agree.
Like it's got that like that blue tint, but then like the warm light in the back. It's like he hit all the right notes for this picture. It's beautiful. It's so well done, Jack. You do great stuff, and all your dioramas too that he makes, which is also in the shot.
Oh, that's a custom diorama too, eh? That's I was wondering. Yeah, it looks really good.
It's like he's like a quadruple threat, man. Photographer, martial artist, cosplayer, diorama maker. Jesus. So good. So well done, Jack. So well done. All right. And the next one. This is actually my friend that I got the Mafex Spidey from.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So Colby,
that's an awesome shot. Look at that.
Right? So Colby actually uses his phone as well. Yeah, I talk to him a lot. Like we talk on a daily basis. He uses his phone a lot. This is actually a custom figure that he did, and
oh, cool.
Yeah, so he ordered the suit from C4 Charles. Um, the body is a retro Spider-Man with some parts from Black Panther, I believe, to make the arms look bigger. Um, and then what is it? The Batman had the gauntlets and the boots and the belt are all from McFarlane.
Oh, cool.
And then he ordered the cape from I think G Spot. So yeah, it's just like a
That's
completely like new like figure, and it looks a lot like like a comic accurate Batman rather
it
than it
does,
being
yeah.
like
No, that's like the perfect looking Batman, honestly.
yeah, it's like oh what am I thinking here? Was my train of thought here? Not Long Halloween, but like Arkham Asylum esque, like the
Yeah,
comic,
yeah.
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Like it looks like that with like the longer ears. Oh, it's so good, man. He did such a great job, and he doesn't actually edit a lot of his pictures. So this is pretty much raw.
Yeah, that looks fantastic for Raw. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, it's so good,
Mhm.
so good. He does such a great job with posing. So if you guys like ever take a look at his profile, he does like such a great job with posing. He asks for advice too. He's always open to like doing new things. He hangs out with his friends that also do toy photography. It's just like he's always learning new stuff, and he like just got into it recently too. So like in the last 2 years. But yeah, he's
Wow.
really really good.
Yeah, he's got a lot of figures posed up there. It's a complex scene.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the combat in the Arkham games. There's just
Yeah,
like multiple
Yeah.
guys around you, and you just like you uppercut this one guy as hard as you can, and everybody else is like, "What's going on? What?"
we better wait till they're done before one of us steps in.
Yeah, game logic. Oh my god, it's so good, man. So happy this like shot turned out really well for him too.
that'd be a cool battle to see too. Batman versus Iron Man. I'd love to see that.
All the Iron Man suits, all of them, every
Yeah.
single one of them.
It
All right.
it could go either way, really.
It really could. I mean, I'm a Batman fanboy, so I'm definitely gonna vote Batman. But
In my heart, I
Yeah.
said Batman wins. You know?
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
same. But it's just like logically, you're like, there's no way. There's
be
no
tough.
way that he
You'd
would.
find some way to like EMP the suit or something, and it would be quick.
That's what I was thinking too. But also at the same time, I think like he's got a device that negates that or whatever. I don't know. Something stupid.
I don't know. I was just making it like he disabled somehow, right? Some Batman awesomeness.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody's like gone through
X.
all of the lore and figured out who would win.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Sure,
they've
somebody.
also don't they have those things where they put their skill sets and everything into an algorithm with some decision making AI based on the characters, and then have them go at it, and they determine who wins from that. But like the graphics aren't great based on statistical information.
Oh, who is it that does it?
That's really
But
cool.
I thought that was a really cool approach, right? Because there's no room for favoritism except for in the coding itself, right?
Yeah.
But if you're able to stay kind of true to the pureness of the coding, then it would be based truly on their abilities.
I can't remember who does that because like it's Deadliest Warrior.
Whoa,
That
is
did
this
on
another
Spike.
picture? This is
Yeah.
another one? Wow.
That's is that
Again,
a figure?
another,
That's an
like-
action figure.
I know, right?
Like that's real, man. That's
is
as real as it
from the-
gets.
Is that from the Netflix series?
Yeah, wow, that is fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's the Mezco one, dude.
Oh wow,
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's got so much great detail, man. So who is this? Yeah, Advanced Hybrid. He tags me in his stuff every. He tags me in his stuff every now and then. Excuse me, guys. But he recently did this post, and I was like, holy shit, this is so good. This reminds me of the the scene where he rescues Karen from the assassin
Yeah,
in like the
yeah,
first season. Yes,
yeah.
it reminds me of that. Except
Early
it's
season, yeah.
except it's just him in his red suit. Yeah, it's so good, dude. Oh my god, like the reflection and the blood like coming down, and like that looks like water.
It does. Like it looks like the blood is like is actually splashing in the water too, which that's what
Yeah,
sold it for
Uh,
me. Like that's
I
just
was like,
that's a whole
whoa,
other level
what?
of depth there.
So good. It's so sick. Like I couldn't stop looking at it for a while. I was just like, I just had my phone open and was just staring at it for like a good half an hour. It was like, what is this?
Beautiful.
It's like how did this person do this? This is so good. But yeah, he commented, use my Canon camera, not sure the specific
Yes.
model, but it's a bit older. And my favorite line to photograph is usually Marvel Legends or Black Series.
Very cool. Yeah, no, this is a great shot.
This is so good. Man, such a great photographer. Man, all these guys like that are putting stuff out. I'm like, how are you doing this? I'm just sitting here with my phone. I'm just like, this doesn't look that great.
Well, it's incredible how many people have gotten into it, eh? Because I remember at the
Yeah.
beginning of the pandemic, there was like no one. The groups were not as big as they are now, and it's amazing how quickly it grew. I am blown away.
Yeah,
it's too bad the toy companies caught on.
I do think it's because the pandemic really made people like sit at home and like figure out hobbies that they wanted to do long term. And
Yeah.
obviously, like we're in it for the long haul. But it's just like there's a lot of people who are actual photographers that are doing this stuff. Just like I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
I feel
It blows me away seeing some of the stuff that they're putting out. There are some artists out there where they consistently do, that one shot that you'll do every once in a while that is pure perfection, and you keep having it come up on your feeds and it gets recognized by ACBA or whatever. These guys, every single shot is like that one where you got the magic right,
Yeah.
which is, I just admire it. Like it's just to look at it and say like, that's fucking incredible. Or even just to try and figure out how the hell did they do that?
Yeah, that's mostly my thinking now. Whenever I look at a photo, it's just like, how did you do this? I'm trying to like break this photo down in my mind and figure out how well you captured this. Because I'm like looking at the lighting and I'm looking at like whether or not that's an effect for the blood and whether or not that's actually water on the floor.
Well, what it looks like is it might be on a bit of ice or some water. And then the reflection is legit. The blood is it's after like an after effect. And the only reason why I know that is it's not in the reflection.
Oh,
yes,
you're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was in the reflection, like if you were to tell somebody that it's from one of the movies, there'd be a lot of people that would believe it straight up. Even like this, there would be people that would believe it, right? But if it was in the reflection, I think it would fool like 90% of the people out there.
I mean, it had Adam fooled for a second.
Yeah, honestly, I know of the Mezco Daredevil or movie Daredevil or TV show Daredevil, but yeah, like that's pretty fantastic. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, no, it's well done, and the blood effect is really well done. Like I think it's like, it shows a good amount of restraint, because sometimes when people get drawing blood effects, it's like there's blood everywhere. Oh my god, it's gushing here, it's gushing there. But this is just very tactfully added in a small little detail, and I'll do that sometimes. Like I don't hate on Photoshop or anything. For me, my personal challenge is to try and do things as practically as possible. But if I've got it in my tool set and I'm able to do it in a convincing, believable way, and it sells the photo, I'm going to do it because at the end of the day, it's art. I'm not a photographer per se. I'd say I'm more of an artist because I couldn't tell you the f-stop on that or whatever apart from reading what it says in the picture information. I play with the settings, knowing what they do to the image without knowing what it is I'm doing to describe to somebody. You know what I mean? So just the settings on the camera, and then once it comes together, I use the iPad that I'm talking on now. I use it as a remote switch, and I can see the image on the iPad, and then I can kind of judge from there. And then I take my sample shots and see how the lighting comes out in the actual shot, and I'll just mess with it. Right? Sometimes I'll do one and done, but usually I got to play with the settings. And I'm a little bit high. I don't know why I did that big ramble, but it was about me. That's probably why.
Man, I don't understand like Photoshop that well, so it was just like that just went right over my head.
Yeah, but it's like that Superman shot I did. I don't know if you guys saw it, but where he's underwater.
Yes.
And,
Oh yeah, great
bubbles,
shot. Yeah.
the bubbles coming out of his mouth. I painted those in with a special brush in Photoshop, or no, in it was either Photoshop or Fresco, or what is it? Not Fresco.
Fresca.
The Fresco.
Fresco. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Adobe.
No, Fresca's a drink.
Yeah, Fresca. I'll have a
Okay, so you already showcased David.
Yes. Oh, and
here's
another one. Look at that, eh?
it's just his shot on Outback. It's yeah, it's fine. But no, it's really good.
I love it. Like you can almost hear him selling like breakfast cereal or something, or like really sturdy paper towel. I'm in the Outback. I like my paper towel.
Yeah, he has that. He looks like he would have that personality. It's funny.
Right? He's apparently supposed to be like the Chuck Norris of the G.I. Joe.
That fits. That fits.
That's
right. He's like massive, and he's a ginger originally. So, but yeah, I picked this one because he's supposed to be a survivalist, anyways. So him being out in the woods and like traveling through it and trekking through it is just like it's really really cool, and it captures that essence of the actual character. So it feels like the background goes with the figure. So well done, Dave. You were showcased twice, and you were given 4 pictures. So I don't know what else to say about you, man. You've just been like trying to sell us more toys and shit. No.
Well, he's a solid guy. So I didn't know that you had already.
He's a great dude.
But when I was pressed for time because I had like a bunch of work stuff that I had to do, I thought I'm going to look for people from our local chat that don't have as many followers as some of the rest of us in the group, and I would feature them and look for the stuff in there, things that I really dug. But
nice.
I find David. He seems to be a really great guy, and so it's not surprising that we both picked him. Right?
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. Like just talking to him like one on one, he's fantastic. Okay, so I didn't pick toy photography this time. I picked a friend who actually draws a lot. She does like some toy photography, but not too much. Just because of like her current like situation, but like she's able to draw a lot, and she draws obviously one of my favorite Marvel characters very well.
Great, that's great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Daredevil, right?
It's Daredevil, G.I. Joe, and ninjas. It's like that. That's just the thing. It's like a whole. It's like a generational. It's like an '80s theme. Like this whole thing is like an '80s theme. Ninjas, Daredevil, and Highlander, and G.I. Joe.
So you know how I was saying I'm just going to buy the high quality figures and stuff. I was looking for something to pair up with my water figures, and then grabbing this thing.
That's cool.
Right? Like
nice.
It's got full articulation, and
that's really cool.
The jaw moves. It's a McFarlane Beast series. and I thought that it color matches well. Like here's Nemo with him, right? And I thought having Nemo,
nice.
Oh man, I need to get one of those. That's awesome. Wow.
right?
Yeah,
I think it was
dope.
I think it was $30-$40 on Amazon.
Nice. That's not bad.
But I
That's
thought,
not bad at all.
like to me, this is an accessory, right? Not so much a figure. Like it's something that goes with those other figures for those fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I gotta buy one of those. What McFarlane
Yeah.
B series? You said?
Yeah. Here it's
Oh wow. Okay.
Raw 10.
Nice. But yeah, so I wanted
That's
to pick
awesome.
her because she actually does actual art, and she started following me a while back, like when I first made my account, and I was like, oh cool, like let me see what she does, and she mostly draws. She does a lot of doodles when she can, and it was just like her love for Daredevil and the character, just capturing that essence of the character with just like a little bit of doodling and just like some sketches here and there, and just like imitating certain artists as well. Like she can capture that, she can capture the character, and it's just she's a very talented artist, and I can't wait for her to like do toy photography as well.
I love the
Has she
shading on
has
it.
she ever done a full comic?
I don't think so, no, but she's like well versed with a lot of the comic book creators.
Yeah, because I'm looking for an artist. I'm flirting with working with somebody to finish some of my comic ideas because I'm so distracted with photography. Drawing just I couldn't see. I would have to give up the photography to finish the rest of my comic. So
Yeah.
it's it would be cool to find an artist that could help draw it out because I've got it written.
Definitely talk to some of like the local people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of local artists. But yeah, those are my picks. That was a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Well, because we talked about everything and the artists we were.
Yeah.
Everything literally in between.
Yeah.
Hey Thor, how you doing, brother?
Hey,
What's up?
What's up?
Hey,
Hold on a second.
Sounded kind of windy on your.
There we go. Get Bush in here.
Yo.
Oh
What's
shit!
going
Everyone's
on,
here.
fellas? What's going on?
How you doing, boys?
Another glorious hosting gig. Thank you, fellas. Another
Thank
one
you.
knocked out the park.
Yeah, no worries.
It's good,
Squirrels
man.
conversation.
And I'm glad you were able to jump in, man. You were able to make it, Terrell. Like
Yeah,
I know
me
you
too.
said you were down to the wire, but like appreciate you coming in, man. And congrats to your son, man.
Yeah, that was great. It's so cool because a lot of his teammates, I coached them when they were tiny little guys, right? Like single, like
that's really
and
cool.
so
That's awesome.
they've been playing hockey, lacrosse, soccer, and everything since they were all about 5 and 6.
Oh,
And
wow.
now
That's so
they're
cool.
10, right? And they're in a beer league, and they just read each other so well that they're just whipping ass.
Oh, that's dope.
That's so
Yeah.
cool, man. Good for them. I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's,
fantastic, man.
it's really cool. So they're playing again next week. They've moved on to the next tier.
Oh,
They
dope.
won their
Nice.
division, then they won the next one over from them, and they're going up again. So
Oh, that's
Green
what's up,
Geek.
man.
Nice.
What's up, fellas?
What's
Great, great show, guys.
Oh yeah,
Amazing.
man.
Thank
They
you.
kill it, man. They always
Yeah.
do. That's what
Sorry,
they
I
do.
was a little ill prepared to jump in.
Ah,
Kind of snuck up on me. I was like,
what
"All right,
all
we're doing
You,
it."
you were
always-
you were toilet phoning.
Yeah. There you
what
go.
always gets me is that you guys like because earlier Marshall was talking about it. You like the prices of figures up there, man. That
Oh,
just blows my mind every time. I
That's
hear it.
unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
I'm like, what the?
So wait,
God.
you said you paid $550 for your Batwing, right?
No. That's how much it costs now. I didn't buy it.
Mhm.
Okay, that's basically how much it was after tax.
Jesus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not years later.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
I think it's got more to do with the difference in the dollar too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
that's
but it's just
definitely-
crazy. It's just nuts.
Well, like
The
for
dollar
example-
dipping around like what was it, 2013 or 2014? that's when it really started affecting, like, not just like our groceries and stuff, but
Right.
also all the luxuries. Like, you saw the hype go
Yeah.
so high.
Oh yeah.
It was like, okay, everything's on par, and then it's just like it's skyrocketed. We're like, what happened? Like, gas went up significantly.
Wow.
What else? Groceries
Everything
went up.
more
Yeah,
expensive.
and then recently it just hyped up again. It was like,
Well,
okay,
they
nothing's
also
important.
the housing market's been impacted as
What
well.
up, Ray?
What's
Oh,
up,
yeah.
man?
Housing is
What's
big
up?
in
Baby.
Canada.
Well,
What
I mean,
up,
I
bro?
work in the restaurant business, and like just like in the last year, like we must have saw like maybe 5 or 6 price increases throughout the entire year. Like
Wow.
it's nuts.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
not surprised, man. And when I was still managing the comic book shop that I was working at previously, not the one that I'm at now, just seeing the prices of figures from Diamond, I was like, we need a wholesale account from Hasbro. This is insane. They're charging us the actual, like, the retail price, the American retail price. That was our cost.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So now they're
That
That was
That's
our cost.
brutal. That
Figures
explains the
in
price.
store were like $50 when they
Right.
should have been like $30.
Mhm.
yeah,
It was
that's
insane. So when we're doing the conversion, right, it's like 24, 25, right? At the very most. Like, I think our actual cost was $22 American.
Yeah.
And then when we converted it, it was like $30 Canadian.
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, that's just direct cost, and like that's how much like GameStop and Toys R Us and everything else was selling
Right.
for. So we have to like do something about that. And then
Yeah.
we had to do, like, I was just like, okay, well, let's make it kind of fair. Let's make it like maybe 38, right? And then my boss at the time was just like, no, it's gonna be $50.
Damn, bro.
I was like, what? Like, that's insane.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I want to be fair, but also at the same time, it's just like, that's way too much for what we're paying, like, for what these figures are. We should be getting a wholesale account.
I don't think the cost of the figures is related to the inflation we're experiencing. I think it's gouging. I think that
I agree.
That is,
they've recognized that there's gainfully employed adults out there that are willing to drop bank on their figures. And I mean, think about it. If I was the CEO at Hasbro and I saw my $25 figure going for $80 on aftermarket, I'd be like, some of that cake is mine, right?
Yeah.
I think that's part of it too.
I definitely agree with you. All the scalping and stuff
Thanks,
like
Raven.
that. Seeing prices just get pushed at like astronomical numbers in the aftermarket. It's definitely
Right.
influenced them to raise prices.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it has.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know how different it is in the States compared to us, but like, the scalping here in Canada is insane.
Oh, it's unreal.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, man. So there are like figures where you're just like, why would I pay that much for the figure? But then you see things where it's just like, let's say, just off the top of my head, Asbat Mafex, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, you can get it for retail on Facebook Marketplace, no problem.
Okay.
Like, retail American. I was just like, oh, okay, maybe I will get it at some point. But then
I saw the OG Mezco Punisher for $600 and even $800.
yeah, see,
I've seen that.
That's,
I've seen
dude,
that,
that's the
yeah.
kind of shit that we see
Damn.
in our area. Yeah, I'm not
Wow.
even kidding. There's like people that are just like, yeah, this.
Honestly, that's like, fuck you. I don't need that piece.
right.
Yeah.
Like that's a
That is like fucking.
you know.
Yeah, hey, like, what's crazy is that is now the norm for us,
Wow.
where it's just like several $100s for these
also,
figures.
you know, there's the other side of that coin though. There's a lot of fair guys out there. All of my deals where I've picked up aftermarket, they've been fair deals. I mean, granted, like there's the Conan, the first Conan that was I missed getting the pre-order. I paid $3 for that figure, but that was a fair market price because at that time they were going for like $360, $380,
That's right.
$400, right?
That's right.
So I thought, you know, that's a lot of money, but it's also a Grail figure. Like I've been a Fred Zeta fan since I was a kid. And the fact that they made a figure based on his art style, it's dope as hell. So like I've got 3 Conans now. Like I picked up a couple of destroyers with barbarian heads, so now like
Right.
but it's all Frazetta stuff. I'm also high and I'm rambling, so someone please.
No, but
Yeah,
you're right,
Mike,
though.
You're good, man.
That's Blitz.
Yeah.
I'm standing up here.
Blitz has bought stuff like that too. If it's a Grail figure, I mean, he's bought it, and it'll cost a little bit more, but it's a Grail figure, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Marshall talking about them just making outrageous things, just overly inflated. Man.
Why?
That's nuts, man.
Dude,
That's
and, like,
crazy.
so to Jeff's point about like a Mezco Punisher, even though that's
Uh-huh.
super rare, you shouldn't be charging $600 for that
No.
figure. Maybe
No.
like 200, right?
You know what?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I see both sides. Would I be the guy to sell it for $6? No.
Right.
Do I get why he's doing it? Yeah. There's
I
some
do
fucking
too.
idiot
I do
out
get
there
why
that'll
he's
buy
doing
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? It's the guys that buy it that make it. Right?
That's right,
You
because
gotta
you're
kind of blame the people that are just dumb enough to go and do it. It makes
That's
it hard
true,
for
because
everybody.
they just make it. They precipitate it. They keep it going. They keep it moving.
Yeah.
People-
So, because in a way, like, I mean, whether in some part of our lives, if there's an advantage that we can take, we'll take it, right? So they're in a position. So now I hate on it because it's like, dude, fuck you. Like, I just want the figure, $200,
Right.
but he's thinking of his profit, right? So,
Yep.
And then I think that's one of the biggest things too is that in our community, like in Toronto, most of these people just want them because they're either cool or they're characters that they really, really like, right?
That's right.
Like, I don't want to spend over $300 on a 6-inch figure because I really like it. I will wait for them to reissue it. I will wait to see like a different person post that up. It's like that's why I've waited for like so long to get the Batman versus Superman Mapex and even like the Hush Mapex. I'm like, I'm not paying $300 for a Hush figure just to be like, okay, I'll take a couple pictures with him, or maybe I'll pose him around a lot, and then like, he sits on the shelf because his cape is like fucking atrocious.
And you're right about that, because you have to really kind of gauge the market, because there is a lot of cases in figures that will get re-released. I've seen it happen many times. People getting burnt because they're so you have to know which ones don't release and which ones do release, because some don't. But there's a lot of the more mainstream that you can get them. Oh man, there's chances are they're going to get re-released. So just be patient. Be patient if you can.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And like the thing is too is that like you want to ask yourself, is this the version of the character that you really, really want?
Yeah, that's
spending a lot of money on it too. Like we can't just drop fucking $2 on a figure when we have when we already have multiple of that character.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend $200 and then another $200 on another Batman figure. But then if it's like someone like Daredevil, okay, yeah, I'll spend like $2 on a Daredevil figure because he's my favorite character. But if I can get,
there's probably only a handful of Daredevil figures out there, to be honest.
Exactly, that's like that too. I have to remake my Vigilante Daredevil, and there's no Vigilante Daredevil figures out there other than the Mezco one. How much you gonna spend on that? $300 a pair. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, they are really expensive.
It is stupid expensive.
I'm so glad the only version too.
Yeah,
I could have got one for, I think it was either 120 or 150.
Oh wow,
that's still a really good price. Honestly, you should have taken it.
Yeah,
I would have taken it just for the parts and for the soft goods, just to put it on another body and then have a better articulated.
Because that one was for articulation. Speaking of which, before we get out of here, what do you guys got coming? What do you got pre-ordered that's coming?
Everybody else go first. My list is really long. My list is stupid long. Go. You guys go.
It's you know what, my list it's not crazy right now. I've got some McFarlane figures coming, and of course that new Batmobile, and that's the most anticipated one. I just can't wait for that. Honestly,
where did you order your Batmobile from? Who did you go to?
We got it on Amazon, so
I
ordered mine on Amazon too.
Yeah, I was waiting for it because it was sold out everywhere else.
It says 2 weeks, right? Basically 2 weeks from now, supposedly.
Yep. For us, it's May 31st. I don't know if Jazz, you got a different date.
Damn.
Yeah, we're waiting till the end of May. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're waiting till the end of May.
Damn.
That's
Well,
that's
you know
all
what?
of what I
That's
have.
probably
Yes.
when it's gonna come out anyway. To be honest, because they always
Yeah.
push back. They always push back.
Yeah.
What you got coming, Terrell?
It's a, I guess all the recent Mezco releases except for the Gwen. That one too into.
Yeah, that one
yeah.
was bad. Yeah, Gwen.
Nah.
No, the only articulation was like below the boobs.
Yeah, I
right?
couldn't.
Like, so it's that solid midsection body. How do you have
Yep.
that either? Like you need to have 2 points there with 3 sections so that you can
Right.
crunch. You know?
Yeah,
So I thought, you know what? Like I always want to get a Mezco female figure whenever they come out because they have so few of them. But
Yep.
that one I just thought I've got like a bunch of those bodies already. I don't need it. You know, but yeah, I think this year I'm gonna just focus mainly on those and try not to buying like the right because my biggest weakness is McFarlane, like just going into a toy store and saying,
you just grab the shit
Well,
right
but-
off the shelf.
but look at it. Right? You
The
know?
thing is, it's
I have
easy.
to work it
It's
into it.
easy to do that because they're
It's
cheap.
really easy.
They are
So
$30.
easy.
It's like
You
so
can't.
tempting. I spend more on a case of beer. You know.
Damn. Oh man. Yeah, that Mezco, that one wasn't. Yeah, that one.
No,
Are you
no.
are you getting the Batman? Is it, you get the Batman '89? Is he coming your way or? I
put them on my wish list because I seen all the issues with it, but
Yeah, got canceled like a bunch of people.
yeah, that's it. I don't know. I
Buy that shit off.
if it ends up being available, I'll probably take it if
Right.
it's not messed up. But the powder thing, I think that was just people not understanding. But
Yeah, they don't understand.
I don't think that's an issue at all.
No,
That
he's cleaned
protected
off.
it. What is disconcerting is the joint issues because
Yes.
with the alien figure, I one of them the hip joint issue came.
Really on yours?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
Oh,
What
I
happened to the hip
got a
joint?
really good deal on a second one. That's the reason why I have a second one.
Okay.
See the difference, right? So it's
Shit.
It
but
was frozen, right? Your hip joint was frozen, then it broke.
no, it wasn't frozen. It just all of a sudden stopped staying down because of the rubber of the body. It pushes it up. And I saw this. Tom had forwarded me a video about it, and there's like a nut and bolt in there.
Yes,
And
there is a
the
nut.
Loctite for whatever reason consistently on that joint wasn't applied enough, and so that's why it's that same joint. So whoever Loctite vector number 7 is, they fucked up.
Christ.
Damn.
Oh,
And
Wow.
I saw how to fix it. Like you can do a little slice and everything, but I thought I don't want to get into like dissecting
Cutting into $100 figures.
Also,
Yeah.
if I fuck it up, then I can't even use it in
Exactly.
as many pictures and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I can still pose it, and it does okay
Damn.
standing if you have the tail touching the ground, right? And anyway, they're usually like in a dark corner creeping up on somebody.
That's true.
I literally my concern also is with Mezco quality control. Like every single figure that's arrived since December has had some kind of something. And so I didn't want to complain about the alien figure too because I figured
That's
it stopped
tough.
shipping to me.
Shit.
Oh,
Been
that's so
treating me bad, man. So Marshall, what you got coming?
man. I was hoping we didn't get to me, but all right. So I have Hush, I have Mafex Huntress, Mafex Nightwing,
Nice.
Mezco Freeze, Mezco Man of Steel,
Nice.
somewhere in the ether as Bat Mafex. Fuck, what else did I order? That Batmobile.
Right.
Shit, what else did I order? I ordered a bunch of shit recently. A bunch of G.I. Joes.
You got Joe's.
Oh my god. I think I got like the whole wave of Joes, and then
I got Matt Damon. Damon. I got Matt
No
Damon.
way.
Nice! It's really good. He's the sculpt is awful, but like the figure is fantastic.
Is he going to become the new Bill?
Now I'm opening Matt Damon on Sunday. Matt
Nice.
Damon.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I pre-ordered that whole wave of Joes plus the
Okay.
Walmart exclusives. Then
Yeah.
I also pre-ordered Retro Snake Eyes out of spite because this fucking guy was like, "Ugh, the new Stalker body on the Retro Snake Eyes is a bad body. Oh, it
Yeah.
can't move." And I was like, "Yeah, no, you just can't pose your figure. You're just bad at
Exactly.
posing
No,
your figure."
that Snake Eyes are gonna be dope. I can't wait.
Yeah, and it was like, "Oh, he can't lean." I'm just like, you know what? You've never had to do any of this stuff before, have you? God damn it. And I was just like, I'm ordering it out of spite, and I did. And it's supposed to be coming in this week.
Nice.
I got some other stuff coming in too.
Damn.
I ordered Storm Shadow, finally, the classic one.
Yeah, I got him. He's
nice.
good. Badass.
And then a couple of the other McFarlanes are going to be coming out. So,
Nice.
like the 89 one, then the last Ben Affleck one.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I want to say that's it. Let me check my Excel spreadsheet. Oh, God. Dude, it's so bad. I had
I
this.
do have one.
I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. Oh, you know what else I ordered? I hate myself for doing this. Figma did Bloodborne figures.
Oh.
They did Lady Maria, and they did the Hunter. Now, there's two versions of Hunter. You can get the regular version where it's just Hunter and then his axe and then like a couple other things. Or you can get the deluxe one for like I think it's like $250 Canadian. And you get every Hunter weapon that's ever in the game. All the firearms as well, different hands and accessories, and I think it's like a different head sculpt and stuff too. So you get a ton of stuff from this figure. It's super cool. Yeah, so I have that on pre-order. I have the Lady Maria on I can't remember her name. Fuck, it's been so long since I've actually played the game. Yeah, Lady Maria. What else? Oh yeah, I also pre-ordered Raftalia from Shield Hero. That Figma figure. Yep, I pre-ordered that. I think
So
that's
you
it.
pre-ordered everything.
Right, he basically.
I pre-ordered almost everything, man.
They came up and he was like, that one.
I'll
Like
take
a- like
you
a-
and you
like a-
and
Yeah,
you.
you went Oprah.
In the
You
car.
get a figure. You get a figure.
Oprah figures.
And there's still all the Valiverse stuff that I pre-ordered too. So
Holy hot hell, brother!
Man.
You're gonna need to get another apartment.
I'm gonna need to get another I need another person. I need to duplicate myself so I can have him go to another job so that we can afford these figures and enjoy them together.
Sounds like a custom figure.
Trying to go broke. You go broke. What you got coming? Since you got
Let's
Spider-Man
see.
on, you already got your Spider-Man. What you got coming?
Yeah.
Wait, which Spidey did you get?
You got the.
Oh shit! You got that one! Oh, that's so dope!
Nice.
Dude, he's sick. Like he's my new favorite Spider-Man. He is amazing. Speaking of that, funny story. I canceled the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man when they cut the head sculpt. Well, because they cut the head sculpt out. So I was like, I'm not getting that one. But now that I have him, I'm like, yeah. So I pre-ordered him. So he's coming in like August.
I don't want it. Maybe I do want it.
Right? Yeah. We'll get
Indecisive collector.
right.
So is he gonna come with any
story
head
of my
sculpt?
life.
Unmasked?
Do what?
Is he gonna come with an unmasked head sculpt at all?
Nah,
He doesn't care. He doesn't
Well,
care.
I'm sure
He's
I can
gonna
find,
get.
like, a
He's gonna get.
custom somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta have all three now.
Right.
So, and I got the Batmobile from Amazon.
Yeah.
I got the new Super Saiyan Vegeta from pre-ordered him from Amazon.
Oh shit.
I have the Black Series Jedi Luke Skywalker with the robe. I
Yeah.
got him pre-ordered.
Yeah, he's on Amazon, I think. I don't know. He said May, I think. something.
Yeah, I think one said April. I think.
Or
So,
maybe it is
who
April.
knows?
Maybe it's April, May. I can't.
Let's see what else do I got.
Actually, I want to show you guys something that I like managed to find in a GameStop. You guys can keep going.
Nice. Think that's it.
Cool.
I got that fuck around Santa. That's
Oh
coming in,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
November,
yeah,
December.
yeah. Which will be
That's gonna be fun.
that's gonna be fun.
Fuck around and find out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, dude. What you got coming, AB?
Oh man, same shit. I've been broke, man. I've been kind of
Because you ordered everything. You did.
yeah.
Wait,
Daddy,
you did the same thing I did?
yeah, Daddy, you already know. Man, I bought. Well, me and the little one, we've been buying like diorama pieces and shit, just building dioramas.
Cool.
Oh no!
And then we usually picked up, the miles. I kind of paid like a little bit more than I wanted to for him, but I mean, fuck, man.
Which miles did you get?
The new one that came out for the part 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
He's
Legends
already
one?
found
Nice.
it?
Okay.
What the hell, dude?
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck? Damn, he already found it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick,
Oh.
dude. He actually looks dope. Like, I do
Yeah,
want
he looks
that.
dope.
I do,
The only
thing
thing
is-
is like, it's a trip is like the whole, like the back.
Yeah, that back weird, like you got.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that ab
like,
crunch.
that is, like
back
Dane
and
Wolfie shit.
shit, you know what I mean?
He looks like he's trying to make sure
Oh,
his
jeez.
shoes are tied.
I make sure my Nikes are tied up.
The thing is, at least he looks like the actual character from
He
the
does look like exactly.
Yeah.
like Marvel.
And it's like these figures are going to be directed to kids, so it's not like you're going to be buying it to like pose it up with anything like any of your stuff. Like between the majority of like the adult collectors, right?
No,
It's like
right.
it's directed to kids. The movie's directed to kids too.
That's
The
true.
fact that like there's grown ass men who are mad about this fucking figure,
That's a good
like you need
point.
to get your head out of your ass, man. Like holy shit. Oh my god.
And they know they're gonna go see that movie and like it's gonna be the best shit ever. So they probably they're
It's
gonna
not like you can
order
get.
it.
It's not like you're not gonna get a better version of that character.
Great point.
Mafex is gonna make it anyways. So, like Sentinel's gonna make another one too.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you're
fucking matter. You can
You're
just spend your whole ass paycheck on that. Whatever. Stop crying about it. Ugh, I'm not gonna pay $30 for this figure. Who cares? You don't have to pay $30 for this figure. Go fuck off and go like watch the movie. God. You piss me off, man. I hate
Oh,
people that are like that, man.
What you
So-
got coming, Blitz?
Man, don't tell me you're another.
Nah, I got the only
Sorry.
McFarlane I'm ever happy to get, which is just the Batmobile.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
I got Storm collectible Kano coming.
Oh shit.
Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
I pre-ordered Nightwolf, so he should be coming right after.
Nice.
I pre-ordered some WWE Elite 101 figures
Oh,
that
sick.
got announced,
Oh.
and I also have Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's
Oh, shit, you
also from
ordered it too.
Amazon.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's
Nice.
When is he coming out?
The same one I got.
August.
August. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, that's dope.
that means by like June he'll ship.
Right,
You know how
yeah.
Amazon is.
Yep.
Amazon be like, get ready, something's on
If
its
they don't
way.
cancel it.
This is
They're
true.
not.
Well, I mean, I had Batman come in, but now I'm gonna have to do eBay or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that Batman. But he was coming, so there's that. But I'm waiting on my loose collectibles, executive replicas, or what. I'm waiting on my Vampirella and my Red Sonja, man. Those are two of my
Oh shit!
big.
I forgot those are
They're
coming
still
out.
shipping this month, so I'm waiting.
No.
That's what I'm waiting on. But that's about it, really.
Oh shit!
Matt Damon showed up and the other Joe showed up. So
Are those the ones that have the soft goods?
no, they're
And,
not
like-
that's the Fison ones that I have the Fison Vampirella and
No.
but the loose collectible ones, they're just straight like Marvel Legends pretty much. Or they're exactly like that.
There was another company that did this. I know because I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered them. There's a Red Sonja, a Vampirella, and there was somebody else that they made. And I ordered all three of them, and they're like $230 a piece.
Oh yeah, that might be the Fison dudes or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, because those are those dudes. They do come with the soft goods and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
Nico
eaten for a while.
Nico says, is it Majin Vegeta? Did you guys hear?
No,
It's
just
Super
regular
Saiyan,
Super Saiyan Vegeta.
No.
Super Saiyan, not Majin.
Ooh.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the re
He's got his
Different
scouter
body.
armor on. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope! Oh, I love the scout. I love that scout armor, like the same armor. It's so dope.
Mhm.
That'll be dope. Yeah. No.
So,
Yeah.
do you
What
remember?
did you pick up? You said you picked up something you were gonna show us.
Yeah. So, do you remember how, like, a few weeks back, people were going nuts over Mara Jade, and you're like, "Oh, I can't find her anywhere." Now it's like fucking like $70, $80 for this figure. People are scalping for her. I walked into a GameStop waiting for my Starbucks order, and I was like, "I'm gonna try to find this figure because I need to get it for my wife. It's for for our anniversary."
Oh, nice.
And the first thing that I see in the Black Series section is Mara Jade, and I picked her up.
She's a great figure, man.
Yeah.
She's next level because she's got a new articulation.
Yeah, so I was like, no fucking way did I just find it on my first run in at a GameStop. So I just like grab that shit off the shelf, ran to the counter, like, yup.
Mine.
Yup.
Right.
And
No,
what's funny is that after I saw it at the GameStop, I never saw it again.
right.
And then this past week, I see like 4 to 5 of them on the shelves at every GameStop
That's
that
how
I.
it always goes, though. It's
Yeah.
weird like that. You go see something, you'll see it once, and then all of a sudden it catches up, and then it's right back out.
Right, but people are still scalping for this figure in
Nico
Toronto.
says she saw her at a comic shop for 30, which I guess is pretty decent, I guess. But
That's
like,
still good, yeah.
yeah, I didn't know people were. Yeah, I think I got her through Big Bad when I ordered or something. She sure
Yeah, I paid I think 40 for her.
That's not bad for you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. But like I saw it on Facebook Marketplace for like $80. I was like, no, thank you.
Damn.
Yep. I was like, no, I don't need to spend $80 on a Star Wars Black Series figure. That's sweet.
I did. Oh, I forgot. I one pre-order that I did do yesterday was non-crackhead Black Kassanson. I did the non-crackhead Black Kassanson.
Oh, the deluxe, the beefy one, right?
The non-crackhead one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that one.
Yeah.
That's dope.
The real one.
Yeah, the real one. I'm like, here's my thing. What are they saying the other one is now? Is he just some dude that's all like, or is that Brian?
It's Diet Chrysanthemum. It's Diet
Like
Chrysanthemum.
it's just Diet Chrysanthemum.
Diet. Like, what are they gonna like? I'm trying to figure out why did they do that? Why did they even come out with the other one if they knew that they were gonna? It didn't even make
Because it
any
was
sense.
cheap, and they thought they could get away with it.
Yes. That, and here's the thing. When the Boba Fett line was coming out, they didn't have a mold to fit, like,
Yeah, they didn't even have a
the
mold.
big, beefy version of Chrysanthemum, right? Like, okay, so now we're just, what the fuck, Connor? Now it's just, oh, hey, here's this diet Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
It's him when he's not competing. But when he does, God damn it, Connor!
In the off season.
That's him on them death sticks, man. Death stick. Death stick.
Connor!
Obi-Wan
Sorry, my
Kenobi.
dog's like on my light right now and
Damn.
falling off. Dog!
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Dog. Okay, I get it. Okay, you probably want to go out. Yeah, alright.
But yeah, man. Just again, thank you, fellas, again for knocking out the park as you always do. You know,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Anytime, any day. We do miss the Unhuman though, so he's got to bring his ass back.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. He was he said he enjoyed it, but it's not really his thing. But I'll check with him.
He's so good though. He's good.
I know.
He's good at
Yeah.
it, man. He's a natural.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He's a natural. But thank you again, fellas, for coming on, doing it. And you guys were just like straight fluid. I love it. That's what's up, man.
Thanks.
You jumped right
Appreciate
into
it,
it,
man.
just on it, man. So definitely.
Honestly, I
love you guys.
unintentionally delayed us presenting. I
Uh-huh.
was just like, oh yeah, it's just me and Adam shooting the shit. We're just gonna
No,
like,
y'all did it.
like
Killed it.
you know,
Yeah.
talk,
Yeah,
like
it
talk to
worked
the
out
other
really
people.
well.
Yeah, and then Jeff just hopped in like, wait, what?
Pops up. Hey, what's up?
That worked out awesome, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was perfect. Your timing was perfect, Jeff. It was-
Thank you,
it was
fellas.
fantastic.
And then
Phenomenal.
I started talking and took up like a lot of time. With
No,
it.
you did. It's timing.
Nah, man.
Hey, okay. Dude, it's like all of us have ADHD. There's no way anything's
I
gonna
love
stay
how
on
y'all
track.
discovered it on the live stream.
Embrace
Yeah.
the fact that we weren't even talking about the picture. We're all
Like a
diagnosed right now.
revelation. But yeah, Vico saying, "Oh, Canada." Vico's crazy, man.
There's something in the water.
Oh my god.
But anyhow,
before we
thanks.
go,
Go ahead.
speaking of Vico, speaking of Vico, since he's in the chat, huge shout out to him. I worked on my first diode project this afternoon, and he kind of helped me. Walked me step by step through it on how to do it.
Yeah.
So, dude, thank you. You're the bomb.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
what
wait
this
to
is
finish.
Right on,
Yeah,
brother.
no doubt.
Solid.
Yes. Yes, I love it.
Check out
Before I
his-
go, I
check
want to
out
plug
his
this.
TikTok.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna be
Yeah.
doing a collaboration with Wholesome Toy Family,
Oh,
and
nice.
usually
Nice.
they're like more risque with
Yes.
your posts,
Yes.
right? And I asked them about like one of the recent ones. I think it was Lucian the Collector that they did it with, and it was a knife fight. And I was like, oh, I want to do a knife fight. Yeah, that'd be dope. And then they were just like, no, that's like already closed up. Like we're gonna be like, there's other collabs that we're gonna be doing. Do you want to do one of these? So they sent me like a list of themes that they're going with.
Oh, wow.
And one of them was like a knockout shot, and I was like, let's go with that. Let's go. Like I already have something in my head going, so let's just go with that. And they were just like, okay, sweet. Like when do you want to do it? And it's gonna be this Friday
Okay.
on the 7th. So whoever, like, it's open invitation. Y'all, like, you guys can go to their page,
Nice.
copy and paste like whatever hashtags that they were using, this and that, right? And funnily enough, for anybody who likes hip hop, we used LL Cool J's "Mama Said Not You."
That was good. Oh,
Right
nice.
on. Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
what's going on, man.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to join, like, you're free to join. I'm probably gonna be
Okay.
shooting my shot tomorrow and then
Oh,
posting
dope.
up on the Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope, man.
Right on.
Shout out for that.
Is anybody else
Blitz?
gonna be doing any sort of collabs?
Well, I get. Well, Blitz is going to, because we have two that are running right now, so Blitz could break them down because
Nice.
it'll take us to church.
Yo, my mind is fried, so you might want to about the dials. I mean, not dials.
I feel you, brother.
Labs. Hold on. Let me try to pull them up real quick.
And Vico says, "It's all you, baby. Saw the potential in you as an artist. Saw you, Green. Can't wait to see the final results. Oh, that's dope." Vico with the shout
Love you,
out.
brother. Appreciate that.
Nice.
No, I can't find them. Give me a second, people. Give me a second.
No, all good, all good.
I feel like it's my dad taking a picture.
He said it's that, give me a second.
'Cause I just don't move.
Oh, don't move. That's my
Alright.
problem, too.
So, first and foremost, thank you guys again for coming on and hosting a great show. It was
Of course.
fantastic. So one of the collabs that we got going on right now is the hashtag is Deadpool Can't Keep a Secret. So it's one of the things that we got going on right now. So it's pretty much Deadpool trying to like He can't keep a fucking secret.
Yeah, he's
It's any way you can and use your imagination and be creative with that. And with that, so everybody who participates and use the hashtag, also tag us in the photo because hashtags are weird on Instagram. So tag us in the photos as well. And everybody that participates will be put into a wheel on May 3rd. And so there'll be 3 prizes. So the third prize, first prize will be the diorama accessory pack. Second prize will be a $25 Amazon gift card.
Nice.
And the third prize will be a $50 Amazon gift card.
That's awesome.
So that's one of the things that we got going on, right? And then the other thing we have going on is the Mega Mando collab. So we were doing Thor had put together Mando Mondays, which Mandalorian season 3 came from. So
which is awesome.
Yeah. So we decided that we were gonna do something big. Right? So we're gonna do a Mega Mando. So everybody who takes a Mando shot, I think we're gonna leave it as just Din Djarin, or we're gonna do any Mando.
It's just any Mando, any Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Any Mandalorian stuff.
All right, any Mandalorian shot, and the people who participate in that will also be put into a wheel on April 19th, and the winner will get a $30 Amazon gift card. And the winner will be featured on April 21st as well for Friday Night Feats.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
You get a gift card, and we get to praise your photo some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna put all those shots into a collab too, a Mando collab.
Oh, I can
So
tell.
Yeah.
all the collab shots.
Ooh, I have some Mandos around. Maybe I'll put some stuff together.
There you go.
Gear it.
All right. So, but other than that, thank you guys once again for coming on and doing what you do.
Thanks for having us.
And
Thank you for having us.
No problem. And for everybody in the chat, you guys seen how easy they made this. You guys can do the same thing. All you got to do is hit one of us up. Let us know if you got a few buddies you want to run the Pic Bar with. We're more than happy to have you on and host the show. But if you feel like that's a little too difficult at the current time, or if you're too nervous to try to do something big like that, we also have Lazy Boys on Sunday. You guys can jump on with us, shoot the shit, or we talk all types of have fun and go broke, because that's what we do.
What is Sundays exactly?
It's a kickback show. It's just us being lazy, literally.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Open
and
toys.
we open
Shoot the
toys,
shit, do
we
unboxings.
shit, so, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Anything toy related you could think of on a lazy day, and just being
Love
lazy.
to like get in on one of those if I can control myself from opening figures.
Even if you open and you want to showcase it on a Sunday, we could do that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope, man.
And then
Good to know.
speaking of Lazy Boys this Sunday, so this Sunday special guest will be Sequential Plastic. He'll be joining us. We'll be here 8 o'clock.
Oh shit, dope.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be on. Sequential Plastic will be our guest this week. Next week is fucking. I had him on my thing. Hold on.
Oh, next Sunday?
Yeah, the following Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, it's lights, camera.
Lights.camera.action
Right.
figures will be joining us.
Oh
And
shit.
The following Sunday after that, Toy Addict will be joining us. He has a big announcement. So he wants to celebrate our Lazy Boys with us. So can't wait for that.
Good shit. That's awesome, man.
But yeah, so
Awesome.
if you guys want to be down and just be a guest on one of the shows, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to have you guys on. Pic Bar as well. We'll be back Friday for Friday Night Feats, 8 o'clock. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else.
No, you're good.
No, I think we good.
And I'm thinking. No, I think I am forgetting something. It's always like that. I always fucking forget, but whatever. But
I've walked around looking for my phone using the flashlight on my phone.
Oh yeah, I've done that before too. I've done that. Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I did that actually before we go. I actually did that with my lights in a setup. I was looking for one of my lights and I was holding the light in my hand.
Right.
You have
No.
But,
Oh man.
yeah, I mean, you guys did amazing as always. Thank you
Yes.
guys for
Thank you.
coming
Thank you. I
on.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Marshall
always
Geek, I'll
fun.
reach out to you and see if we can work out a Sunday to get you on.
Yes, man.
Yeah, sounds good,
Yeah.
man. That'd be awesome.
So that works.
Right
So
on.
once again, thank you guys. Thank you everybody in the chat. Always taking time out of your days just to kick it with us and have fun. It's always greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Just being on with us while we do what we do and appreciate the community. The community is a wonderful and beautiful place, and we're just trying to spread that love a little bit more. So please
Thank you.
spread the word. Let everybody know. If somebody you know might want to be on, let them reach out to us. We can't
Yeah, of
reach
course.
everybody in the community. The community is
Right.
a very, very large place. We try our best to get to as many people as possible, but that is impossible with a community that is constantly growing. So
Well, you guys bring a lot to the community. It's
Thank
incredible.
you. Appreciate it.
Consistent
Yeah, you've done
you
such a
are.
I agree.
Thank
You're
you.
very consistent. Like you're. It's like it's a professional setup. So it's
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
it's
Thank you.
it's
Appreciate that.
be
It's-
invited to be a part of this at times, and so thank you. It just the consistency adds a certain amount of realism to the community.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's a consistent touch point in the community. So thank you.
like
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Thor always says, it's our way of paying it forward.
Yeah, man. Try
Somebody
to-
did it for us, it's our turn to
Absolutely.
do it for somebody else.
Yep.
And if it helps
Mhm.
a newer account, or if it helps even a bigger account, it doesn't matter. You never know what the person is going through behind the camera.
Mhm.
So if it can help them get through the day and have fun and just relax and maybe get their mind off of something, this is what it's for too. Like,
Shit.
we bullshit and we talk trash sometimes. I mean, I've cut back a lot, but like, it's in all fun. And if we could put a smile on
Mhm.
somebody's
Yeah.
face, like from having a shitty day, like the fellas know I be having shitty days at work, and I come here and do live, and I be like, you would never know I had a shitty day.
Right.
But
Mhm.
it's it's our way of doing what we can for everybody. And if, like I said, if we could make one more person smile a day, or just enable them to go broke a day, I mean, we've done our job.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. I mean, you know.
Mhm.
But once again, thank you guys. Everybody have a good night.
Yes.
The bar is officially closed.
You heard the man. Yeah.
Those
All right,
in
thank you,
town.
guys.
Hey, fellas.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Adios.
Thanks, guys.